Hello everybody, hello. Welcome the 3 viewers, welcome. Is anybody here? Let me see. Sorry, I was 1 minute late. Alright, so can anyone hear me? Is the voice all good? Is the music all good? Am I too loud or is the game too loud? Hello OPN, hello OPED. Welcome. So, today we'll be talking about let me show myself real quick. So, hello, welcome. Again, tell me if my voice is not too loud, cause right now it's peaking my microphone, and I'm a little bit scared. Hello. But yeah, hold on. Let me put the thing up a little bit. It's fine. Alright, perfect. Alright, awesome. Alright, so today we'll be going over all the new thing coming to the Iron Saga triple collab between Mazinkaiser, Shin Robo Armageddon, and Mazinger Z, and everything that's featured in it, or all the unit that is featuring it. And I'll also be answering questions on that if you guys have anything that you guys want to ask about, honestly just anything doesn't even have to be Iron Saga related. I'll be answering all the questions. And what else? Oh, and if you're watching this in the future, if you're watching this later, again, everything I talked about, everything that is important, I'll put a timestamp in the description and comments, so you guys can just skip there if you guys want to just see that one thing. So, alright, so what else? So today we'll be going over all the units that is coming over as we wait for people to see if there's any questions on the units, and also what else? And also and also if you guys want to know more about I guess Shin Dragon, the new unit Shin Dragon, I have a guide on it. I also have a guide for Iron Saga, Shin Getter, there you go. And I also have a guide on all of the getters. So all of the getters, not just not just dragon, but also black getter, the free-to-play getters, Shin Saga, or basically all the other Shin getters, and including their pilots as well. So, alright, let me close YouTube so it doesn't screw everything up. Oh my god, I got so many comments. Interesting. Shin Dragon is really nuts. Hello Randy, hello, welcome. Just waiting for you. You can give me your soul. No, it's taking out, but welcome. 11 viewers, welcome. Just 1 second. I'm gonna post the just 1 second. I'm gonna post the hold on. I'm gonna post the stream to our Discord as well. So just 1 second. Alright, 1 second. Where is it? So I post one here. So and this is our Discord. So if you guys want to join Discord, so and I'm gonna tag live stream. Oh, come on. Streams. Yeah, streams update. I'm live now. About the triple collab. Alright. And I'm gonna post this. Yeah, my bad. Just and a little emote. Sure. Why not? Awesome. And I'm gonna post it in the official. And then I'm gonna go down to let's go to this one, and then I'm gonna post it. Probably should have posted on Twitter as well. Oh my, the music is gone. Hold on. Can we make it? Hold on. Can we make it repeat? Awesome. Alright, perfect. Alright, now let's start. Do we have any questions right now? Do we have any questions? I am still waiting on get your another copy for the roulette. 7 stars is what you need. Yeah, 7 stars is what you need. And I'll get into that later when we talk about Shin Dragon. So, alright, sorry for the wait. Here comes the explanation for everything. So, alright. Oh, and again, feel free to ask a question anytime and I'll answer them right away. So, actually, before that, let's first talk about all the things that you should not forget. Remember, if you go to supply, aside from the claw bonus, and of course there's a new claw mini game. Aside from the daily logins, so definitely check these out. Make sure to do this do the anniversary missions, because you know this is a way for you to get the Saga Awaken colors, and everyone should be benefit from this because you know you get extra resources plus you get an exclusive skin. So remember to do that. And if you have gems saved up, remember to also try to get this Haruka skin, because this might be your only way to get it for now. So if you have, you know, gems saved up, make sure to at least get the skin if you want it. And other thing is just that. And what else? Oh, and if you want to find the claw games, you can always go to the daily arcade, and here is the card, and here is the claw games. And just in case people don't know, so if you go here, right, if you line it up with a little triangle here, you can catch it 100% of the time. So just in case if anyone doesn't know that, I'm just gonna do it and just repeat, and you should be able to get everything in the race. So, alright, so now let's get into Shin Getter Dragon. So, oh, and one thing that's interesting about Ian is in Ian it is actually the collab, like they actually rerun the banner for Mazinger Z and Mazinger and Grim Mazinger, which is interesting because it didn't happen on NC and JP. So, alright, we got a question. So, Yu, what do you think about Rebelio in JP or NC? So, Rebelio looks pretty good, yeah. Rebelio looks pretty awesome. So far, I have seen it done some crazy stuff in both PvP and PvE from the video, but I don't know how they compare to the one that we have. So, I just wait a little bit. If there's any interesting, I might roll it, and I might do a video on it or stream on it. So. Alright, so let's start with what's it called? Other patterns, yeah. Alright, so Shin Getter Dragon. So Shin Getter Dragon. When Shin Getter Dragon came out back in NC and JP, it became probably one of the tankiest unit ever existed. Because one of the reasons, because, well, of course, he had a good old iframe span from the Shin Getter oh, nani? Wait, what happened? Yeah, from the Shin Getter Saga. That alone already makes it pretty hard to kill, but it also have a second chances that upon receiving fatal or unfatal damage, so whenever he took damage from any attack that is lower than 2000, he'll heal more than that amount. Or he'll heal 150% of the damage. So basically, if you're damaging him lower than 2000, and if you do it like if you don't do it like every second, there's a high chance that it'll just, you know, just not die at all. It'll just heal all the way back to full health. That if you don't do, Jesus Christ, what's going on? Something's wrong with my. So there's a high chance that it'll just not die. If the enemy doesn't have enough damage output. So. And also that this ability was actually nerfed, because back then any damage taken from block, so if you block the damage, if you block the damage or if you absorb the damage, it will actually count towards this healing. So that means you will, yeah, and how do you say it? Like, it is pretty extremely unfair, because that is actually what enables it to do, you know, crazy 4v1 stallings, and just enable it to pretty much heal back to full health before. But now it should still be able to do that if the enemy doesn't have enough damage output, but it's just a bit harder. So, and honestly, I personally don't. I mean, pretty sure it is a huge nerf to it. However, it can still do what it does, because most of the tanking actually came from its iframes. Either way, so this honestly just a good addition. I mean, it is still very powerful, but it is a OP that addition to its tankiness. So, Shin Getter Dragon and Shin Getter and SG Shin Getter Robot. Shin Getter Dragon. Yeah, Shin Getter Dragon overall is just a much higher or much better unit than Shin Getter Robot in terms of stats. So, yeah. Because everything about it is literally Shin Getter G, but increases stat by 60%. So, yeah. So this is this chance, and plus, of course, if you're in a long-term battle, especially in PvE during the posters, you can like its first chances plus 25% attack, and for the rest of the battle, every 3 minutes, gain one of the random buff. And depending on what buff you get, for example, action speed and attack buff, it can really help you on long-term battles in PvE. However, if you do get reload speed and defense, it might be detrimental because again, having more reload speed meaning it'll shoot more of his weapons. However, most of its DPS come from his actions. So also it's a bit of RNG, but you know, overall it should be better for Shingeter than be a detriment. And also, this 25% attack increase was actually added due to the nerf on the second chassis that it couldn't be activated anymore during if the damage was blocked. So basically, we didn't have the the attack increase before. So its weapon is pretty similar to what's called to Shingeter Robo's or Shingeter G Saga with a 3 question mark. The Retrovit 2 of it. The only thing that you really need to I guess pay attention to is that you have 2 sword melee. That means you can put parts that specifically said, or parts or pilots that specifically said that it needs a sword melee in order to work. For example, the black gold sword or the Black Knight's skill as well. So this is just the thing you need to pay attention to. Even if it fits, just know you have 2 sword melees. And again, this is 2 identical ones. And because you have 2 identical sword weapons, that means some parts that benefits weapons that share the same name should be able to benefit this unit as well. Another important thing is it also have 2 similar fist melees. That means anything that any parts or skills that exclusively buff units that have fist or sword or that have fist melees or have 2 identical rank 5 fist melees can benefit by a lot. For example, let's say the Super Robo Fist and the Claw. Both of these will can benefit Shingeter Dragon Blade. So this is something to watch out on. He's really good, even 5-star, dealing 33k damage just because of me. Yeah, of course. Hello Hunt, welcome. Yeah, and another thing to this isn't something to be like this isn't something to be I guess care of, but if you guys see his Death Cannon, the Get to Laser Cannon, it's 400 times 14. That means it became probably the strongest beam weapon so far in the game. Because again, the power creep of this game, for example, Get to Laser Cannon 400 times 14, and if you go to a unit that is famous for his beams, right? Or that was famous. I mean, you can clearly see the power. How do you say the power creep? So, 300 times 12 on Final Dankoka, who was the meta before and who was known to be shooting big beams, just completely overshadowed. And one beam from a close range unit just completely, I guess, power crept that unit, which is I don't know, it's kind of sad, but this is kind of funny to see the power creep happen in your eyes. So, alright, so this should be everything for, or this should be the weapons and the chassis for the thing. Let's get into which is probably the most important part, the combos. And another thing is this is more trivia, but just know you have a lot of single shot weapons. So if you pair with Lila or some other units that benefits don't use this build, but if you pair with unit that can buff or that can have some special effect with single shot weapons, you can create some really funny situations. So alright, so now let's get into the unique abilities. Unique abilities is basically just actions. You have a combo. You only have 1 counter actually. 1 counter, basic combo, and the the usual evasive, defend and move, and 2 ult and 2 XL. So let's go into let's see if we can. Okay, so it doesn't actually show it, but let's just get into it. Double Gator Tombo. I believe this one is it's just a basic combo, but I believe come on, shoot, fight it. Basic combo. How is this? I mean, I'm pretty sure it has the same animation with Gator Robo G, but just a basic combo that most units have. But I do think it is on the lower side compared to some other units who have much better basic combos. But you won't really see this move happening because again, even though Shingeter Dragon is supposed to be a close range unit, you'll rarely see it go close range anyway. So its counter is very interesting because its counter is actually pretty fast, and actually and it's not a force grab. That means it's pretty useful in PvP as well, because if because this is not a grab, its counter is actually pretty useful in that PvP, because if it is a grab, it might potentially be detrimental to what's called to it, because of the because of the because if the enemy have what's called have a anti-knockdown. So, yeah, overall not a bad counter at all. I believe it is the same counter as Blackadder, which is pretty good. Yeah, but Blackadder have pretty good counters, but again, it's just the same thing. The damage might have been buffed, but overall it is the same. But however, this move can be a bit risky if it is shooting at a unit with that would fork, because your whole unit will be slowing down until the animation is finished. So just something to watch out on. But overall, good counter. And usually it just have a block, evasive, and change and charge. Charge. I mean, you won't really use these, or you won't really see these used. Or especially the charge, because the charge usually only happen at the beginning of the match, and after that it would usually just move with its action, because its action will be much faster depending on what parts and what unit and what pilot they put on him. So why does the SG sometimes misses its target? How do we fix that? That is kind of hard because how do you say that unit so this is not a problem for Shin-Getter, or this is not really a problem for Shin-Getter Dragon, because most in a PvP setting, or even a PvE setting, what's it called? Bullet that have travel time to your enemies doesn't really benefit. Doesn't really benefit in this game anymore, or isn't really a good attack for this game, unless it's like a how do you say it? Unless it is like a machine gun, but even then, there's still a chance of it missing. So overall, it's just a weapon type. It's kind of bad, but I do think they just want to stay true to the mecha. That's why, because if they have a choice, they'll definitely make the missile like much easier to hit. But I just think it is the fault of the weapon type, honestly, because any weapon with a long travel time like that is most likely doomed to miss, because anything can dodge it, like a full evade, or just simply the evasive skill on the evasive skill on the mecha can dodge that attack. The only way that can surely hit it like easier is if your enemy is like either in time stop, or if your enemy is locked in place, say in PvE by hammers, or by say Lex Eterna. But even then, in PvE, there's a chance of your allies pushing the enemy away from the missile, which have happened to me before. So it's honestly the weapon type, and you can make it easier, I believe, either by using Heinrich. If you have Heinrich, but the thing is, no one really uses that pilot anymore because it's not really relevant into this meta. But that is about it. And even with the guiding, or even with its guiding, it is still extremely difficult to hit because the travel speed is so slow. So, it's honestly the weapon type. I don't really know how to say it, because it is kind of sad. It might help it is faster, but in a grand scheme of things, it would just not hit. Yeah, the attacks like that would just not, it's not viable. But don't worry, that it's not. It doesn't really need a missile to be strong. So don't worry. Yeah, bullet speed. You can increase the bullet speed, but there's no point. Yeah, you might as well increase this other things so you can just do more damage. Just treat it as like a how do you say it? Like a decoration, I guess, or extended to the iframe. So yeah. Alright, so hold on. Okay. Oh, double talking boomerang. Same attack as Shin-Getter, I believe. Either Shin-Getter or Shin-Getter or Getter G. I mean, it is not bad because one of the reason is because it shoots its Getter Beam, and this Getter Beam is probably one of the strongest. Again, it just killed a plane, so it's not a bad move, but again, it is still a copied move. But you know, it does able to increase its iframe, and it does have some CC abilities with the that with the melee stuns, and just small DPS potential with the beam. Only downside I can really see is this thing puts you in range, or this thing how do you say it? Like this thing will put you in range, or this thing will increase the range between you and your target. So again, if you're using units like Apollo, or if you're using pilots like Apollo, or parts that require parts that require the unit to be, or the enemy to be close to the unit, or the unit to be close to Shin Getter or Shin Getter Dragon, it will not be as useful. That's why you don't even want to use it. This is the reason why, even though it says close range, it's more of a mid-range. There's more of a mid-range unit. But again, the beam does do high DPS. There's a chance of it missing as usual. But overall, not a bad mood, or not a bad move. And plus, it shoots out the boomerang at first, so there's a chance of it being stunned inside of the inside of the homing double tomahawk. So not a bad move. Also, what the heck is going on? My connection problem. Hold on. Something. Hi you, I get Shin Getter until 9-star, only 35 pull. Ooh, that's really, yeah. Congrats. Wow, 39 pulls for 9-star. That's insane. Holy crap. Congrats, man. Congrats. Yeah, that should help you a lot. Yeah, that should help you a lot. But yeah, alright, this should be, again, it is your copy-paste skill, but it's whatever. Alright, so now, Shin Dragon combination attack. And this is the, this is the move that we're just talking about. So, overall, not too bad. Not really a bad skill. It's the same skill, or, I believe it's the same, or the similar, okay, so, I think they used the animation, or some of the animation for Getter G's, combination attack, but overall, it is still have its own twist. It shoots a missile, and also it shoots like a huge beam. So again, the missile, it misses a lot. It does good damage if it hits, but usually it will miss. Yeah, usually it will miss. But again, it doesn't need that to be hit, because that huge beam cannon can hit most of the time, because it does. Yeah, see, if you change targets, that cannon actually does home on to whoever the target is, and that weapon also does a lot of damage. So yeah, it actually does 700 damage. Yeah, 700 damage per tick. So that's some good damage for the thing. So the only downside that I can really see it happening is, again, same thing. It put ranged with you and a target, but again, Shin Getter Dragon doesn't really need to be very close to the enemy to do the job. Just when you're building it, just keep that in mind. Don't use skills that that requires the unit to be close to the enemy. So, and yeah, overall. Oh, and also this beam, the beam at the very end, functions similarly to Horace Valgur's to Horace Valgur's XO. So that means if you stack it with hold on. Let me go into and see. If you stack it with pets or parts that decrease attack intervals, you can actually shoot a lot. You can actually shoot a lot more. So where is it? Where's the pilots? Where is it? So this one, yeah. If you pair with Q24, or if you pair with any units or any parts that decrease I believe burst core work as well. So if you have a burst core, it can make that beam shoot a lot more, and it does huge damage. So I have seen people theory crafting using that instead of Bice and Benson or some other units, because it just does so much damage that was being. Plus, it's pretty accurate as well. And even if the enemy is moving around, that beam can actually track the enemy. So let me see if we can demonstrate it. Alright, so let's go into I'm just gonna go to Ashima. Ashima versus some other unit that can move a lot, right? So a unit that can move a lot. Let's put on let's put on do we have Shin Getter? Anyone have Shin Getter? Hold on, let me see. I mean, we have another Shin Getter Dragon, but yeah, let's see. Sometimes energy transmitter only won't use other action for a long time. Yeah, it happens. I believe it might be either it doesn't have ammo in, or it might be forked. It could, yeah, that could also be a possibility. But yeah, yeah. So, oh, he's using Benkei on it. Interesting. So the reason why he's using Benkei on it because Benkei can take aggro for the team. So, Benkei is interesting options. Oh wow. So the Gator Beam will actually track him as well. That's very interesting. So maybe want to see how the Dragon Beam is actually like it is actually tracking the Dragon Beam, or it's tracking his movement with the Dragon Beam. So this is the reason why that move is so good in both PvP and PvE, because the chance of it missing is actually quite low because it has such tracking potential. So I believe it tracks much better than even the what's it called? Let's say Breaking Dawn's final attack. So yeah, this one, yeah. Overall, not bad. Not bad. Also, it's just more iframes, so just everything that it has just contribute to its survivability. Shining Spark or Shin Shining Spark. I don't know why it's called that. I believe it's not called that that in official, right? So this move pretty much identical to even in terms of damage, identical to the Shin Saga's, the Trophy's final move. So it's a bit of a shame because that's what happens. Or it's a shame that it's the same move, but you know, it just makes it like even stronger. It also have the animation attached to it. So yeah, overall, oh actually no, the animation might be the last one, but yeah, Shin Shining Spark, same thing. Just more iframe, more damage. It's also a really good zoning tool. So even if for example, after he used the Shin Dragon attack very far away. Actually, hold on. That one, and then they use the Shin Shining Spark. It doesn't really matter where you are on the map, so you can just immediately use it and just do additional damage onto the enemy. So overall, great move because it doesn't have a problem of missing, and just does massive damage to not just the target but potentially all the enemies around it with the Shining Spark. So not bad. And of course, more iframe adding to the survivability. And if you have, the claw, the black gold sword, or some other parts that will benefit on hitting enemies. For example, like the lifesteal, it also increases health by a large margin. So, not bad. And also charge extremely fast even without the parts. So absolutely monster. Oh, and I forgot to talk about drill. Oh, because there's a bug. Okay, alright. But and the drill attack is also something that is okay. Oh, never mind. The thought uses it. Hold on, yeah. Actually, this is the range of it. But drill attack is pretty much well, I'm not sure if it's identical, but it's very similar to Gurren Lagann's drill attack as well. It have a grab hitbox at the very beginning. That thing can grab anything except for units in G mode, so just keep that in mind. I believe even if you don't grab it, it's still a hitbox afterwards, but I'm not too sure. But just know, it have a force grab at the beginning of the many reasons. There you go. You had the force grab on the first hit, and after that just no more damage hits. So it does massive damage. The only downside that it really has is it pushes the enemy away. So this is one of the reasons why I suggest using Shin Saga as a pure DPS, because if you have other DPS on your team in a PvE situation, this move can push because this move can grab bosses. This move can force grab bosses. And can just push the boss far away, and can push the boss far back, like to the edge, sometimes even off the map. So it might be detrimental if you're using it as a support or a tank, because that means overall your DPS will just go down. But if you're using this as a pure DPS, that means your other units will mostly be support. So this is why it won't really matter if you are pushing the boss, or if you are pushing the boss around, because you rely on Shin Getter to be doing the damage. So, but beam damage won't the beam damage won't damage the enemy if the damage is too close. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Yeah, but this only matters if the enemy is close to you. Usually when this attack happens, there usually is a difference. Like there usually is a distance between you and the enemies. But again, if they are melee and they get too close, then yeah, then that would be sad. Yeah. So it works the most well if the enemy is dodging after you shoot, like after this, and the enemy is dodging, because if the enemy is dodging, then it can track its movement and just and follow up on what the enemy is doing. So there. But so drill attack, honestly, it might be. I mean, it does huge damage, but the cooldown is way too fast for it to the cooldown is way too fast for it to like how do you say? They just missed a grab. Yeah, I might have just Ben might have just missed a grab. But okay, so if you miss the grab, it might not continue, which is another detriment to it. But overall, good damage, good iframe, but it is a force grab. So if you're against a Vodkan team, it might not work as well, and of course it might be a detriment to you in PvE. But you will mostly see this move killing a lot of units because it is just very powerful. So, yeah, overall, I would say it's still not a bad move, or bad move. Just I wish it doesn't push the units around, or else I'll be more inclined to use it in PvE. So, but yeah, alright, that should about cover all the moves in the game. Oh, also this animation, if you're using that animation with Linda after Linda AS is used, after Linda active skill is used, that thing, like that animation will actually grow larger as well, which is pretty funny. It's like they treat the animation as if it is also the melee unit. So yeah. But yeah, overall, this is honestly, if you want to put it in like a bad light, is that this is pretty much just Shin Getter. Where is it? This is pretty much just This is pretty much just. Where are you? This is pretty much Shin Getter G Saga plus pretty much Shin Getter Saga, G Saga, but overhauled on like down both stats and just damage overall. And added in some extra things like Shin Getter's ult, the drill from Gurren, and honestly that's about it. And changes second chances, which is pretty good. Yeah, which is pretty good. So, but I do know that someone comments, yes, like someone told me most of it's where is it? Shin Getter, but I do heard that most of his weapon and actions are based on some of the old games, or one of the old games for Shin Getter. So, I mean, I do think it does try to stay close to the enemy, which is, I think, the most important thing. So, but yeah, overall, Shin Getter, I would say even after the nerf, I would say it is a must get because it is just so cheap. You get one from the, excuse me. Like you get one from the development, and you only need 3 copies, like someone said before. So yeah, 3 copies. You upgrade it. You upgrade its ability first for more tank, and then you upgrade its abilities. Or yeah, you activate its chassis first. You upgrade its second chassis first at 6-star, and you upgrade its ability at 7-star. And that should make it work pretty much 100% in both PvP and PvE. So where is there you go. So you can develop one at the very bottom. So make sure to pay attention. You can develop one here after 7,000 progress. So that's one copy, and if you're financially available, you can also try to get one copy in the battle pass, and all you need to do is either roll one or just exchange it with Saz. So all these are an option. So hold on. If only left with 8-star, which upgrade better? 8-star, I would say skip HP. I would say skip HP because I'll get into it later. Shin Dragon might benefit from lower HP, so yeah, y'all get into it later. Shin Dragon might benefit by having lower HP, so that honestly is very good often 1v4. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, it might not even be Knight. It might be, actually Knight 2, because Knight adds to its what's it called, the ability speed, which might be the reason why it's spamming so much. So aiming to grab on target is RNG. Oh really? Okay. Gotcha hates me. I only got 2 copies at 50 pool. No, okay, hold on. 50 pool for 2 copies. That's not bad. That's not bad. That honestly, trust me, that is not bad. That is not bad. I only hope to buy a super elements. Yeah, that's not bad. Don't 2 copies at 50 pool. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Sometimes, and won't use other action for a long time. Use spin axe, Though don't, as long as it's constantly using something, it won't die. So as long as you can make it constantly do something, it won't die. I only got 1 SDGs 100 pool, then I got Lioma Benkei, and oh my god, okay, that's nice though. That's nice. At least you got a luck back from your from your pilot. Lioma and Benkei both are very good pilots for PvP. Benkei is good in PvP, and Lioma is good in both PvP and PvE. So, what else? He's good only at 7-star. No, at 8-star. It is fully usable as 7-star, and 8-star and 9-star is more of a preference. Yeah, 8-star and 9-star is more of a preference. But I do think that there's some benefit at 8-star without HP. Yeah, there's some benefit for Shin Dragon without his HP, and I'll get into that later. Yeah, I'll get into it later when I start building him. So, if only with this 8-star, just craft weapon. Yeah, craft weapon. If Iron Saga have hold on, I got a Chinese comment. If Iron Saga have new mecha, do you play? Depends. If the mecha is cool, then yeah, for sure. 如果帅的话，那不管多强多弱，那是一定会买的。But if it is not cool, then I won't get it. So don't forget to drink water. Oh, that's right. I am. Oh my god, my throat. My bad. Yeah, hold on. Let me drink some water. I actually didn't. I didn't mute myself. My bad. Should have coughed to the camera or coughed to the mic. My bad. Sometimes he gets knocked up and he'll die immediately. I don't know why. Oh, do you have partial on? Alright, hold on. Yeah, let me cough a little bit real quick, cause there's something stuck in my throat. Hello. Okay, hold on a second. What's going on with my? Hold on. Something is wrong. Yeah, I need to get a new line, cause the line is kind of broken. So hold on. Let me Why is it not connecting? Yeah, I really should have. Yeah, I'm gonna get a new cable after. So, what were we talking about? So, something he get knocks off and he will die immediately after. I'm not sure how you build it, but I'm gonna get into the build that might make it not happen more. So yeah, just gonna, cause it might be a reason. It might be because you either don't have Chest Stabilizer or you don't have full immune. So that might be the reason. But it is knocked up. So I don't know if there's anything that can anti-knock up. But yeah, I'll get into it. Yeah, I'll get into it. Yeah, thanks for reminding me to drink water. So, wait, hold on. What were we talking about? Yeah, that's right. let's get into the build, so we can let's get into the build so we can talk about everything. We can talk about why am I benefit at 8-star, and also what happened to what might have happened to your mecha. So I'm gonna go into PDF for English because I have most of the part in NC. So let's create a brand new build for it. So let's put on a pilot that will benefit from it. So let's put on the good old actually no, because Leoma have anti-knockdown, so let's not put Leoma. Let's put on a unit that needs, let's put on the pilot that needs stuff. Let's put on the Black Knight. There you go. Black Knight. Okay, this is a problem. This is definitely a problem now. I probably shouldn't do that much of a. My enemy has a part that do damage when they destroy it. Oh, interesting. Alright, so let's start a fresh new build. So for the okay, hold on. What's going on? This is getting annoying. Why is the thing like this? Emergency separator plus performance is probably the best combination. I think it depends. Yeah, it really depends on what? Okay, hold on a second. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. What do I do? Hold on. Okay, all good. Nani? Hold on. My bad. What the? What is going on? Yeah, emergency separator is pretty good if the enemy is if the enemy have too much firepower that might overwhelm. Because I'm pretty sure you can survive for 10 minutes. Hold on. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Let's see. Do I have anything that I can potentially help with that? Hold on. Alright. No. Has it reached its limit? What do I do? I'm gonna see if I can, okay, I'm gonna stay as still as possible, so, yeah, my bad. Technical difficulties. Connect, please. Connecting. Hold on, let me restart this app as well. Because it is charging my phone, so this means it should be connected. Alright, it should be good now. My bad, guys, my bad. Alright, there you go. Recovery suitable for night, don't have much. Jesus Christ. It is it is charging my phone, but there you go. welcome. So there's some technical difficulties with that thing. So you welcome. So okay, so hold on, doing everything, but welcome. Never you take your time, thank you. Emergency Disintegrator, yeah. Emergency Disintegrator is a really good one because it can save him from overwhelming damage and have it spend more item, so, and heal back his health. My SG says to outlive my Himiko and her 7-star PvP. Yeah, for sure. SGD, even at 5-star, it might even to tank a lot, so, Stillness. Yeah, Stillness will work really well as well. So, alright, so actually, I'm gonna start from the very beginning. Alright, I'm good, I'm just doing this, guide for the Iron Saga players. But there were some technical difficulties, so. Yeah, okay, so let's start from the core, and I'm gonna answer the questions when I get to the parts that may help you on doing it, so. Yeah, thank you, Raka, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. But so usually in both PvP and PvE, you'll want to go with Mazinkaiser. One of the main reasons for this is because every action and weapon that he has, which he has a lot of, will increase his final attack by almost 2%, which will be pretty huge for both PvP and PvE, as it can do a lot more damage. It is a tank by default. It doesn't need that even more tankiness. So because of that, doing more damage might be more beneficial for Shin Dragon, because it can do a lot of damage by how high of the stats Shin Dragon has. So but usually you want to go with this, but if you want to go with Transition Core, you can. This Transition Core is more of a both offensive and defensive one, because you can also add on to the thing. Majin Overclock plus Leoma's combo. Yeah, that is a really good combo. Yeah, that is a really good combo. Yeah. But Majin Core, and if you want to go pure defensively, you can also go for Hydraulic. Hydraulic decrease HP and increase action and increase Mecha action by almost 30% if you have a max, which is pretty helpful for defensive, even if you lower HP, because again, lowering HP for Shin Dragon might not be a bad thing. So yeah, so that's that. So that's the core. You can also even go for Healing Core, depending on what planets you have. If you have Leoma, you probably still want to go for Majin Core, but another option is to go for the Healing Core, because again, for Leoma, it's second skill. Whenever I don't have Leoma here, but for second skill, Leoma can heal based on because it's the Collab players, right? Nope. Mazinkaiser, hold on. Oh, there you go. Yeah, because his second skill can heal, so it might be if you want to go for a more defensive build, Healing Core will also be a good option. Healing Core will usually be a good option. However, usually you will want Majin Core. So usually the Majin Core, you won't go wrong with it. But if you want to build your Mazinkaiser in some specific way, you might want to use it. You might want to use some of the core if you want to build in different ways. ISG must keep using action to keep it alive, so I put on cooldown for him. Yeah. That's also a really good one. For bullet, you also have a lot of options depending on what you want. Claw are usually the best for PvE. Claw are usually best for not for PvE. My bad. Claw are usually best for PvP. And depending on what you want, you can also go for, depending on what you have. Because I believe Claw is not farmable yet. So if you don't have Claw yet, you can also go for absorptions. The absorb, the absorb shell. And then depending if you want to build it like more offensively, or if you want to build it like to anti something. For example, if you wanted to anti firm steel, right? If you wanted to anti firm steel, you can also go with the black gold sword, which it will do double the damage. Or in 20% it'll do double the damage. So pretty good against firm steel, especially if you pair with Knight. So if you're with Knight, you can you know, they can just do some insane anti-harsh shouting, so not too bad. And also, if you want to, you can even put on hammer, because most of his action are normal type, but I don't really see people doing this, so I don't recommend it, but it is an option. So it is an option if you don't have anything. So, but pretty sure you'll have you know, that absorb or that with a claw, or just any part except for the hammer. So, and for PvE, the super, I believe it's called Super Raw Fist, right? The Super Raw Fist for EN. So let's go into Shell. Yeah, Super Raw Iron Fist. Really good. Pretty much, probably is much better than high power in terms of damage. For PvE. So, because you'll be using a lot more Dax Hall. I believe it also adds, Jesus Christ. I believe, yeah, it's 48%. I don't really want to. This is stop. Why is it just coming in and out? Yeah. This is what I'll go for. And but if you don't have Super Raw Fist, but you can grind it out at SH 46. But if you don't have it for some reason, you can always go for high powered. One of the main reasons is because high powered, it should usually stay at above 2000 or it should usually stay above HP. It should usually be staying above 50% HP most of the time. So this is why you should never like it probably won't ever lose the 20% final damage increase. So this is also an option if you do want it. But overall, in PvP or in PvE, the fist will be much better. Yeah, but I'm gonna put down the PvP build for now. So and claw, and now to the support that people have said. Emergency detach is really good. You can also go for chest stabilizer. Back then people does use it with the pad or the thing before the nerf on chassis. But because there's a nerf on chassis, usually you will just want to go for emergency detach or treasure stabilizer, depending on the build. So, but emergency detach are usually better because, you know, it can save Shin Dragon from like a certain, or from like an overwhelming attack, save from the Ashima skill. So yeah, that should be it. But just know that if you do use emergency detach, you'll most likely want to use pet or co-pilot skill that can prevent it from knocking down by either using GA or by using where is it? Or by using the special cope with stillness, I believe, yeah. With the board guy. So but hold on. Let me put on someone else first because I don't want to conflict people. So, and for the armor, so that's what. And for PV, Jesus Christ. Hold on. Is this still charging? It is still charging, yeah. And for PV, and for PVE, you will want to go. You just want to go for the for I believe the high power fist, right? Just for more damage potential. Jesus Christ. Oh. What's going on? My phone, please do something. Why is it happening now? That was not happening before. And I was charging it. Oh, I'm even thinking you can last with a string. That with this. This is so annoying. Like, it's just not connecting anymore. No. So Bunny, we got a lot of new pets this year. All of them have something confusing effect. Maybe a guide about them. Alright, I'll get into it. Yeah, I'll get into it in this stream. After I explain everything. So, oh my god, hurry up. Awesome. Alright. So so for the parts or for PvE, you'll want to go with a high high intensity iron fist just for more melee damage. So yeah, that's what we go for. But let's put on like a excuse me. Help! Hold on. I think I can connect it via Wi-Fi. So hold on a second. All right, so allow me to try this. So hold on, my bad, guys, my bad. Let me connect it via Wi-Fi. And then I'm gonna. All right, so I need to download an app or something. So hold on a second. Mirror app. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, I'm gonna get into the yeah, let me just download this app real quick. Yeah, take your time, don't rush. Yeah, cause I don't want the stream to be too long because this is Slowkite does want me to do the stream. Letterset does want me to do the stream. And usually it's better if the stream is shorter, so people can watch more of it, and they can also watch it easier as well, because you know it will take up their time in the day if they do want to watch it too. So just well, that was the main reason why I want the stream to be shorter. So this is the reason why. How many do you have? 11. Oh, so 60 people. Thank you so much for staying with me. Yeah, I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties. I really wish that doesn't happen at all. Continue, allow, yeah, allow using app, allow. Alright, let's try, QR code. Alright. Connection failed. Excuse me? What's going on? Why? It's using the same network, yeah. Yeah, my thing is using the same network, but why? Why did it fail? Restart both PC and the thing. Why? I don't get it. That's so weird. I'm gonna try this one last time, and I'm gonna see if I can just do the usual connection then. Why? Naze? Hold on. Alright, phone. Alright, you know what? Whatever, at this point. Alright, so let's get into the armors. Oh my god! Why? Why? What's going on? I want to do it via I want to do it via Wi-Fi, but I don't even know if it's possible. So because the Wi-Fi doesn't want me to do it. So for armor, usually you will want to go for for armor you usually want to go for firm steel, because you know the firm steel works well with his chassis, because again that chassis, every time it takes damage less than 2000, it will heal 150%. So you will usually want to have firm steel on. However, if you already have firm steel, either by using GM01 or some other skills, you can always put on other armor. For example, you can put on I mean, this one might be a bit iffy, but it does increase or it does increase defense. So but it does require a higher HP. So I don't know if it will be that useful. But yeah, because it adds defense, it will hugely benefit on it taking less damage, less than 2000. If it ever get that defense break. So lowering defense will be, or increasing the defense will be good. But what most people will use is fork to anti Himiko, because you know Himiko is all melee, so you can just anti Himiko with it. Plus this is a thing you can put on like a aggroing skill. Then it can be, you know, be anti anti-ing the Himikos. If you want, you can also put on this one, the heavy armor, to reduce the chance of it being knocked up. They say, you know, from being knocked up, being impacted, or just stunned overall. So if you want to go for less CC, so if you're, so for example, since you're that someone said that their Shingeki Dragon is being knocked up a lot, maybe, you know, putting on this armor will work, just to make sure you have, you know, GM01, or you have a pilot that can, you know, that have a similar skill to Harshell. So and after that, for the coatings, I don't really suggest using this one, because again, it's only lasts for 20 seconds. However, the 50% final damage decrease does help with the chassis. So if you, for example, in a avoidance situation, it might help. Yeah, that might help. Alright, let's just wait for it to come back on, hopefully. Yes, see, there's some connection issues. And then but I don't really suggest it. Usually you want to go with the good old, tilted armor. If not, you can also go for the anti-corrosive. The main reason is because it antis defense break. If the enemy is using defense break by any means, this can really highly reduce it. And of course, if your team is using a full immune team, like using the Mitsuki or Warren, you can always go for. Oh, come back. Something's wrong. I need to have it straight on. And I also poured 2 dragons and 2 grimaces and 74th. I think everything is rigged. Honestly, that's not. Wait, do you pour both with the 74, or because if you got all 4 and 74, that's really good. Yui Bonnie, why do I see you everywhere on Iron Saga Big Corpse Discord? Oh, because I'm pretty active there. So if you want to talk to me there, you can talk to me in there, or you can just join our Discord. That we have a Discord here that if you want to talk to me directly. So. Oh, come on! What's going on? Hurry up! Please help! Why? Why is this happening? What have I done wrong? It's a connecting and disconnecting constantly. This is the worst live stream ever. But yeah, I have a Discord here, which there's also a link in the description. So it's not the cable; it's more of the. I think. Yeah, hold on. I'm seeing you can connect to Wi-Fi again, cause this is unacceptable, man. Let me turn off. Yeah, my bad. Come on, man. Why is this happening in the first place? Yeah, my bad. Hold on. Let me just try to. No airport. Excuse me? What's going on? Why can I restart both PC? I couldn't, so I don't know what it's telling me to do. It's so annoying. I know, but most people need visuals, so I don't know. It's just. Why? I'm using the same thing. Why is it not detecting anything? Come on, what's going on? Can that be a USB? USB. The problem is my USB because it's a little bit broken, so I haven't got a time to renew it. So, this is so annoying. Come on, just connect, please. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I might just I might just do Shigeta Dragon. Just know I have a guide on pretty much every single thing under it. So but yeah, coatings. Yeah, this is. Come on. What is wrong with you? Just screenshot. It won't work because it's like why? What's going on? Hold on. Like, do I not have any other cable? Do I not have any other cable? Does this not work? Yeah, I don't think that this will work. How did it break in the first place? I don't get it. How do I fix this, man? It says it can connect to Wi-Fi, but it does not. Like, it just doesn't. So, the charging is not charging. Yeah, it's connecting and disconnecting again. No, 2 Grand Mazinger in tempo. That's not bad. That's not bad because you can develop one. Yeah, like connect it and immediately that disconnect for some reason. Why? Why? It's been an hour now. There you go. Alright. It's gonna disconnect soon, again, so I don't know what to do. But, and also, okay, so now, alright, so, let's get back into it. And, so, this is anti-immune. If you have a team that is anti-immune, defense break if the enemy is in a defense break. And depending on the meta, if the meta has a lot of closer unit, you can even put on this coding is honestly depending on the meta. Just fewer the good ones, but just know that the liquidated armor, the one that they suggest, I don't personally use it, so yeah, so just a preference thing. So. And why? Alright, so this is that. And what else? Oh, and PvE. Depending on your co-pilot, sometimes you want them to use their or sometimes you want to use their active skill right away. So in PvE, you might want to go for what's called the code, the Bible code. So. Alright, so let's put on the one. Oh, and of course, this one, Quantum is honestly, aside from the little clone that can the anti-aimings. One of the most important one is decrease the attack of normal type damage. So if you're in the meta where normal type damage is the meta, this might not be a bad choice either. So. But usually tilted armor is the way to go. Oh, and if you're early in the game, like if you're in Epic Arena or something, sometimes aggro mid or what's it called, this one might not be too bad. And in PvE, if you want to make it a tank, what's it called, the aggro taking coding will also work. But overall, tilted armor and you should be set. For pet, it's pretty much the same as PvP. You either want to go for crab. Crab works really well when the chest was not nerfed, but even after nerf, is still like a really good one. But the reason why I will go for GA hold on. If I'm using GA, I couldn't use it. The reason I will use this is because I'm using emergency detach. And because you have emergency detach, you couldn't have chassis stabilizer, and chassis stabilizer is what enables your units to not be knocked down. And knockdown is a really strong CC effect, so you never want that to happen to you, especially in PvE. So this is why so this is why I usually this is why if you don't have chassis stabilizer, you either want GA 29 or you'll want steadiness from these board pilots. So So this is the reason why. So either the board pilot, treasure stabilizer, or GA29. Just pick one of each. You only need one. So depending on which slot that you have, depending on which slot that you have free space on, you should put on either treasure stabilizer, GA29, or the board guy. So that's the pen. And of course, if you want to free up your armor, if you want to free up your armor part to put on something like fork, or even actually I forgot to talk about this. Yeah, this one might also be really good on Shin as well. So if you want to put on something else, make sure to have GM01, unless your co-pilot skill. Unless your pilot or co-pilot skill already have skill similar to GM01 or harsh or from steel. So, but usually you want to go for from steel and GA21. So now you have emergency detach, you have anti-knockdown, full anti-knockdown, you have the damage, you have the lifesteal, you have the block chance, and the maximum damage taken is 3%. Now for the co-pilot, the reason why I go for Kaede or the Mapun. The reason why I go for Kaede and the Mapun is mainly because the co-pilot that I have for him is, I'm just waiting for it. The co-pilot I have for him is immune to most negative effect time decreased by 100%, so it's a full immune, but the positive attack will also be reduced by 15%, which is not really a big deal. But overall, after you have this co-pilot on, now your Shin Dragon is totally immune to pretty much everything. It is immune to all the CC effect for example here, you pretty much you anti everything except for acid and blow up. So you can be be blowing up, actually, or knocked up, and acid. So I hope I'm doing okay, as long as there's no more technical difficulties, because we've been having a lot of technical difficulties. So hello, Mantening sir, hello, welcome, Manten, hold on, Michi, hold on, hold on, how do you say Japanese? Manten, hold on, I think I have a subscribe, hold on, Twitter, let's go to Twitter. So hold on. Go. Why do I not have? Hold on. But I just want to introduce you guys, because he's because he's hold on, I don't want something not safe for work pop up. But where is it? You can go. What? Ha! Where is the thing? Hold on. Where is he? Hold on a sec. Hold on. Let me find it real quick. Yeah, Mantening-san. Hello. Welcome. Yeah, Mantening-san. Mantening YouTuber. So, he's actually a Japanese. Jesus Christ. So, he's actually a Japanese VTuber for Iron Saga. Pretty cool. Not sure if he had been doing a lot, but yeah, pretty cool. He's like the only last few active YouTubers. So, Jesus Christ, why is it disconnecting? Yeah. Yeah, very cool. So, very good. That welcome, Mantening-san. So you sorry. Hope you're doing. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Doctor said also have full immune skill, but again doesn't show at the stat. Should I build Mecha for drone? Should I build one for drone mech? I believe she is. Oops. I believe she is pure drone pilot. So if you will want to build her, she will be drone. Yeah, she'll be drone. She'll be drone unit. So yeah, I don't think there's a way to not build her as a drone. Mainly because the yeah, this one, because there's no real chance on increasing. I mean, there is, I guess, but yeah, it's much better to have it to have the drone. So. But Jesus Christ, help! Yeah. So like he said, Doctor Satame, also have. So if you're gonna get Doctor Satame, you can also what's it called? They can also get it, or get him to use it for immune if you don't have Kaiden. And he's a free pilot as well, so definitely get definitely get a free pilot of him if you haven't got it yet. So and now you're truly invincible to everything. Yeah, you're truly invincible to everything. And it shows that a test, they can see that. Oh my god, can you stop? Can this thing stop, please? Hello. I need immortal SGG build. Okay, yeah, I'll get into it. Yeah, I'll get into it. But yeah, so if you have everything of those things on, you can see he's 100% immune to everything. So this is what you need. And if your pilots already have if your pilot already have harsh on, then that should work. So alright, they can, yeah. If your pilot already have harsh on, you can also put on heavy armor to be fully immune to pretty much everything in the game except for acid. So. Yeah, I mean to everything, 100% across the board. Yeah, 100% across the board. So yeah, very interesting. Alright, so now for the immune. Yeah, for the immortal SGD build. So okay, but one thing I need to make clear. There's no like immortal how do you say? Oh, immortal. Hold on. Wait, invincible or. Invincible Mazinkaiser build. Mazinkaiser build. Yeah, Mazinkaiser that already built. That already made a video on it. It is a pure HP build. So basically, yeah, Mazinkaiser. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get into the Mazinkaiser one after I get into Mazinkaiser. But for now, let's get into let's do the immortal SGD. SGD build. So hold on. Let me But just know that there's no true invincible build if you're unlucky and the enemy, say you're a 4v1, right? If you're in a 4v1 and if you're unlucky enough to get into a situation where your iframe was not up during the time where they're attacking, just know it might not be truly the immortal, but it should be it should be as close to it. It should be as close to immortal as it can get. So, but hold on, let me just try to connect back my. No, what? Yeah, it's completely not responding anymore. Something. Hold on. I beg of you. Oh, come on! What is happening? All right, there you go. All right, so immortal build. Come on, this is the worst live stream ever. Only if there's no technical difficulties. That would have been perfect, but sadly it does. So, don't connect. Excuse me. Now show me your bag, yeah. Come on. What is going on? Yeah, hold on. I apologize. It just doesn't. Hold on. What the heck is going on, man? Why is it like this? Hold on. It's so annoying. Yeah, that completely stopped responding. Completely stopped. This is the first time it ever happened. This is the first time it ever happened. It's something like it ever happened. Okay, hold on. Let's. How did I connect it before? Yeah, how did I connect it? How did I connect it before? Yeah, this is so. This is just unacceptable, man. Why? Come on. Please check if your PC and phone are connected in the same network. It is. It is. But it is though. Restart both PC and thing. Check firewall on PC. How do I do that? I don't want to. I'm pretty sure it will take too long. If I were to check the firewall. Hold on. What the heck? Firewall. How do I? Okay, so let me get into firewall real quick. Alright, so firewall. What do I do in firewall? Private network connected, not connected. What? Turn fire defender on and off. Turn off everything. There you go. No firewall. I don't need protections, so screw you. I don't need protections. I just want to stream. Oh my god. Hold on. This deserve. Yeah, there you go. Perfect face for this. Yeah, perfect face for this. Hold on. Let me move my VTuber here. Yeah, perfect face for this. This is there's still 70 people. I'm so sorry that this is happening. I'm gonna fix it as soon as possible. I'm gonna try to connect it, and I'm gonna go buy back cable right after this. But for now, this is not going to happen for some reason. Alright. Help me. Help me. Again, I'm gonna timestamp everything, so just know. Please check your phones are connected in the same network. Excuse me? It is in the same network. I don't get it. I don't get it. Alright, now, come on. Excuse me? Why? Not that. It used to work before. Hold on. Let me try another phone. If this phone works, then I'm using this phone instead. Okay, hold on a second. Alright, let me... I apologize. Pretty sure it's either connector. Yeah, something. Yeah, something is going on. Power mirror, download. Come on. If this doesn't work, I don't really know what to do. I can't exactly continue on this. If this isn't work, I'm gonna put on my own guide, and then I'm gonna talk about I'm gonna talk about it there. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about it there. On my own guide. So that's what I'm gonna do. Afterwards. So, but hold on. Let me just. You know what? Hold on. Should I just put on? Yeah. Should I just put on my guide? I'm gonna put on my guide and see what happens. Yeah. Hold on. I'm close. So. And it works on my other phone. How does that work? I don't get it, man. I don't get it, man. Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna press it, and I'm gonna say live stream. So does it? Huh? Oh, cause I'm on. It doesn't want me to connect to. Yeah, it doesn't want me to connect to Nothing at all. Huh, wait, what? Hang on. I think I got it. Hold on. Oh my god, hold on. It might work. Hold on, it might work. Okay, hold on. Let me move myself here. And then let's go back to the normal face. But this time like this time with this. I apologize, everyone. Finally, I think it is working now. There you go. Alright, now I'm on Wi-Fi. So, gosh, that is not fun at all. Okay, so if you're still here, let's talk about invincible, or let's talk about immune, or I guess yeah, or immortal build. So honestly, immortal build isn't really too different from just, you know, stacking up things. So let's just go with Ryoma, since I'm pretty sure people will be rolling for Ryoma. So Ryoma girl thing you put on either. So you can either put on just spamming more actions, or you can just put on heal core, so you can constantly healing. So yeah, you either go for a heal build, because every time he gets knocked down, it can then come back up. Oh, make sure to have this skill max as well, that if you're gonna use it. So have that skill max. Whenever he gets up, he'll heal. Whenever what's it called? Like whenever he does damage, it will heal the percent. And you don't need this. So let's put on this, and let's put on actually fork, or something that can you can even put on this if you want. And for the everything you can put on like a regeneration or something. So where is it? Yeah, you can either put on decrease final defense. Let's see. Where's Shin? Yeah, you can put on this one for Yin Chi for the reduced final percent defense, or you can just put on a good old full immune, which is probably better. Yeah, probably better. So I wouldn't say this is immortal, but it'll be pretty close to it, because everything it does is complementing it on just, you know, living for a long time and just healing pretty much wherever possible. Actually this might not even be good. You can actually put on hurt for even stronger healing. So yeah. Should I buy Himiko for 8-star? It's not necessary. It will be beneficial if you do, but 7-star Himiko is enough. Yeah, you don't really need it to be higher. So yeah. Cable noises, yeah, cable noises. Can SG be countered with SGR? Actually, yes. Depends. Honestly, okay, so it's more depends on who can hit each other on the downtime. For example, say if Shingeki Dragon does the action and for some reason it doesn't do the next action immediately, then if at the same time Shingeki Robot also does his action, like do some long action that his that long action that kind of keep it in place and do a lot of hits, that might be able to like lock it in place, but it can't really kill it. So I don't think. Yeah, never mind. I don't think so. Yeah, there's nothing about SGR that is countering Shingeki Dragon. The only thing that is countering Shingeki Dragon is the newest. It's like the newest units right now. I think. That is Zhonghu, which decreases. Okay, so Zhonghu decreases all enemies healing abilities by a lot, and also decreases actually it decreases all positive effect. Holy crap! Yeah, this is like designed to kill like anything. Holy crap! Yeah, it won't. Yeah, Shin shouldn't have a counter until you see this guy. So don't worry about it. And I think it is like 1, 2, 3 units away. So don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it. And I guess UMR as well, but UMR really only counters him after he damage a lot. So yeah, I don't think it will counter either. Yeah, the real counter really comes out when this guy comes. So don't worry about it. Yeah, there's nothing that really counters it, even anything that have existed before. So don't worry. Alright, so that purple thing is Zulong or Zolong? No, that thing is Zonghu. Yeah, Zonghu. There you go. Yeah, Zonghu. There you go, Zonghu. So there's a lot of struggles with mech with a lot of iframes. No, this is the thing, right? The thing is, those units won't really do much to Shin Get a Dragon either, because you know, Shin Get a Dragon, if anything, have more invincible frame than those units. It have more, it just have more the invincible frames. Plus, it can heal himself by taking damage. So yeah. Who else? Wait, hold on. Do I have any more questions? Hold on. I might miss some questions. So let me double check real quick. Yeah, my bad. Let me go back soon. So, using just go back. Should get longer. Personally, I think you should get Dragon because you can survive much longer than Kaiser. That's true. Yeah. Anything I haven't? Is there an invincible Mazinkaiser build? No harm to ask. And yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll get into that. If you're still here, I'll get into that. After I talk about Mazinkaiser. Alright. So that's the questions. Let's Alright. So. But wait. Where are we? So don't worry. Shin won't really have a counter. So this is one build that can go for that can survive for a long time in PvP. Another thing you can go for is a good old, you know, action spam. Same thing, claw. But for this one you want to go for hydraulic, and of course you want to use emergency detach. And for this one you might want to go for, honestly, yeah, Tilted is probably better. Yeah, Tilted is probably better. And because you have this one, you want to go with GA and then invincible. And go for invincible. This shouldn't be too bad either. And depending on the meta, you can also put on some other things. Yeah, this should also be one that is close to invincible, at least in 1v1 or 2v2. So yeah, so this is another one that you can try. Or you can put on this one, and you put on you know, this one, or you can put on and you put on like fork or something. Yeah, another invincible they can try. What else? So okay, so now this is for future awaken, so just know that this won't happen until like future, so yeah, just keep that in mind. I will go Elaine, because Elaine can increase both Elaine can increase his actions, the action changing speed and action speed and also just damage as well. Oh, and also you have a hard shot. So let's revert let's revert its skill back to his hard shot. That means or firm shield. That means we don't need firm shield anywhere now because the pilot already has it. So yeah, just keep in mind this is future awaken. I can either put on actually this one, actually hydraulic will be better. You don't need hard shot again that we said. This one and our good old claw, good old this, and honestly, just full immune. There isn't really a reason why you don't want to use full immune or anything that can immune. For example, this one or something. You can even put on you can even put on Crab and put on Leoma's co-pilot skill, which is also really good on it. Because he heals, you can also just put on healing core as well. So this is another thing that I can do. But I do suggest using hydraulic more. Just know that one of the reasons why Shingeto will ever die is because it doesn't change his weapon. It doesn't change his action on time. It doesn't have enough time to change his action to another iPhone. So this is no longer awaken. You can also put on where is it? You can also put on where's Oscar? Yeah, Oscar will also be a not bad pilot on it, mainly because it can increase its weapon change speed and action change, or yeah, action speed and weapon change speed, which is also a really good thing to have. So, but yeah, overall, this should be more of a invincible build or immortal build. However, I really don't suggest doing that because most of the time if you build it right to anti the CCs, Shingeto Dragon should be able to survive most of the time, and its job at that point is to do more damage with Majin Core. So overall, you can make it a pure tank, but I personally like it to be both DPS and a tank, so it should be good. So is Shining Sword considered a melee damage or range damage? I believe it's mixed. Yeah. In this game, there's mixed damage, but pretty sure it's melee, or I'm pretty sure it is either pure melee or mixed melee. So don't worry. Yeah. So pretty sure it will benefit the claw. So don't worry. Yeah. Hayato Jin good on Shingeto Dragon. If you don't have any other pilot, Hayato will be good on it. Main reason is because Hayato can increase its Hayato can increase his own the action speed by hitting them. So where's Hayato? Yeah, I do have Hayato here. There we go. So Hayato can increase but the thing is, hold on, let me check what is the speed for. I can't really see the speed, so I don't know. But yeah, if you don't have any other pilot, Hayato would be good, mainly because its third skill. Melee attack have a 28% chance to decrease its action cooldown. So that is really good. However, if you want to use him, you might as well use Pride, because Pride will just be a much better unit, or will just be a better Hayato on it instead. Plus, all of his skill will benefit Shingeto Dragon on being more tanky. So, but if you don't have anyone, Hayato should do great. So, yeah. Hold on, I might have missed some questions. So if I did miss questions, make sure to ask me again. So, Doki that she brings in Zio next month. Oh god, Zio is pretty awesome. Yeah, Zio is pretty awesome. Yeah. Unlike Shingeto Dragon, where it spends action to survive, Zio spends actions to kill people. So, yeah, just like a little meta sneak peek. You will see it just nuking the whole stage, with his his actions. So, I don't care why, but both Bomber Rapid Combo doesn't proc with SGD. Oh really? Does that happen? Okay, that's interesting though. If that does happen, then yeah. Okay, so I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna that trust you. So if that does happen, then just don't use it. Yeah, then don't use I mean, you can still use Barmov. You can definitely still use Barmov because you have the 24% action action cooldown. But if Rapid Combo doesn't work, then there's no real reason to use Barmov or Apollo on it. And for Apollo, you don't want to use Apollo in the first place because again, although Shingeto Dragon is a close range unit, or it's supposed to be a close range unit, using Apollo, because Apollo have skills that reduces action cooldown based on the proximity, like if the enemy is close, because it doesn't really like to stay close to the enemy. A lot of time you don't want to use Apollo because that skill wouldn't proc. So, how about No More Because gun on SCG? No, No More Because doesn't really provide anything for SDG. So yeah, hold on. Let me go back to the skill. Yeah, it doesn't really provide anything aside from the unyielding. The unyielding will be good for it to like come back again, but if you are triggering unyielding on Mazinkaiser, not Mazinkaiser, on Shin Dragon, that means you're in that means you're in some trouble. Like that means you're either in a 4v1 and you're about to lose, or something happened, or if enemy is countering your Mazinkaiser or CCing it. If that is happening, I don't think it will help. Yeah, I don't think it will help. So yeah, that's the reason why. So normal cases will sadly wouldn't be really good on Shin Dragon. When you're gonna attempt oh, that's right. So let me go into Ian, because Ian have English that can talk about it much easier. So hello Fitra, hello, welcome. So all of this stem from his chassis feature of upon receiving fatal damage lower than 2000 turns 150% of the damage as HP. Attack interval damage received / 2000 per second. So the higher the HP, hold on. Let me try to word this right. So the higher the higher your HP is, right? The higher the HP is, the damage that will be taken. For example, say you have let's say you have hold on, because there's some math involved, and my math skill is garbage. So let's say you have 30k HP, right? And you have a max firm steel. They hit you once, and it's a very powerful attack. Hit you once, it'll do 3%. That is like, is that 300? I think that's no. Hold on, no, that's hold on. Jesus Christ, my math. Hold on. Let me do some math real quick. Hello, hello, welcome. I'm doing some math real quick. So, okay. So let's say you are. I don't even know how to do percentage. I mean, it's pretty simple, but I couldn't. I don't know how to put it in words. Like, I don't know how to put it in words. Divided by 10%, right, or something. See. Actually, no, never mind. This would be over the thing. So, okay, you know what? Hold on. So, if your HP is higher, that means firm steel. Yeah, that means firm steel. The damage you will take will be greater as well. And say if the enemy is multi-hits, say the thing is multi-hits, because again, it can only heal 2000 per second. That means anything exceed that, it will not heal it. So for example, a unit is dealing like, say, continuous damage for that is doing like 3 or like 3 2000 or more that add to you, and although harsh shell make all of them at 2000. It will only heal it only heal 3000 HP because it only heal 3000 HP, and you will still take like 2050 HP. Hold on, is that even normal? Yeah, you will still take 6000. You will still take 3500 HP. Jesus Christ! Yeah, no, you will still take 3000 HP because it can only heal 2000 per second. By lowering your HP, that means it reduces the damage that you take from firm steel. So let's say you got your HP like to 3000, right? And 3000 and 3% of 3000 is like a few hundred or something like that. At this point, that means every second you'll be healing that much. Like it's really hard to dealt 2000 or more damage when every hit you're taking is like a few hundred, right? You need to be gaining up by like 4 units that is constantly doing like so many hits to you that it just do more than 2000 damage to you to be able to heal it, or to be able to even damage it. So this is the reason why having it at lower health will be much better than having it at higher health, because again, it can only heal 2000 per second. and combine it with firm steel, that this part, it will be much beneficial for it. But the thing is, there's no real there's no real parts that decrease HP by a large amount except for hydraulic. Therefore, the effect wouldn't be too great. But it does come to effect if you do upgrade the HP or not. Because when you upgrade HP, it's a huge jump. Or when you get like or if you do an HP build, it's a huge it's a really huge amount of jump in HP. So that means, yeah, if you like, for example, if you go a max HP build, there's a high chance that it can only really block really tiny attacks, because again, a lot of attacks nowadays exceed 10,000 damage per hit, and with harsh shell, it will reduce them to the max amount of HP. So let's say you got your Shin to max HP, right? Or not max HP. Let's say you get your Shin to 30k HP. The 3% of that is 3,000. That means when you get hit, it will not trigger the heal effect. And even if you reduce it to like 2,000 or something, it will only take one hit. But if you lower your HP for as much as possible, that maybe you can take 2 or 3 hits for the healings. So I guess I'm not even sure if I'm explaining it right. So, but yeah, this is the reason why lower HP might be better. So yeah. But my bad. I'm sorry if my explaining is not good. But yeah, this is what I think, or this is what I think and what I heard that happens. I don't know if this is really true, because I have heard that this healing only blocks the initial hit. But the thing is, when I think about it doesn't really make any sense, because it says because there is no hit limits. So it doesn't make sense that it will not count the second hit that I got hit from. Or when it is healing, it won't heal the thing. But I think this is really dumb. But overall, lowering HP will mostly, or at least lowering HP to a point where one hit wouldn't get you to over 2,000 damage. If it maximized the firm steel, that's the reason. So I'm not sure if you guys get it, but yeah, it's kind of hard for me to explain. Yeah. I don't know. I guess cause. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. If anyone understands it, just type it in the chat so people can understand it better. So, I guess. But this is the reason why lowering HP might be better than having a high HP, due to the reason of harsh shell. If you don't have harsh shell, or if harsh shell doesn't exist, then you might as well just go full HP though. So yeah, and that's actually how I go for it as well. So okay, thank you. Yeah, but you're the one asking, so that's good. As long as you understand it, that's good. If anyone doesn't understand it, just tell me. I'll try to explain it again. Yeah, I'll try. Yeah, I'll try my best. All right. So what's next? Oh, and just one last thing, or one trivia, right? If you're, or say for example, that if you're playing on or if you're playing on the other servers, this is the Ultraman pilots that pretty much is suited for Shin Dragon, because it have hard shell built in. That means you don't need to have a hard shell on your armor slot. It also decreases final damage, which is pretty good, so you can lower the damage from the damage you take. And whenever your allies is at 50% HP or lower, it will take the aggro for 4 seconds. That means say your support is that's in trouble. It almost got one-shotted, but the thing is this guy will force the attention onto Shin Dragon, which will be a super tank that will never be defeated, and give the chance for your support or any other units like a time to rest for 4 whole seconds. For 4 whole seconds to either go back to his iframe trainings or go back to just supporting, and it's just extremely powerful. And of course it will also increase his defense when that happens, which also benefits on the low HP thing. And also and also this active skill sucks, so you can just pour your points onto just the of his passive. So this is the perfect pilot for Shin the Dragon, but sadly Ian doesn't have it yet. But yeah, hopefully it comes one day or in a different format. So can use this in PV than PvP. So the only thing that you can really do with this guy is if you're using Benkei for it. Like if you're using Benkei, Benkei arguably have a better skill with that. So yeah, where's Benkei? Yeah, because Benkei have a skill that activate when ally receive 10 hits or 10 damage for 10 times. All enemy fire will be drawn at Benkei. So this is kind of like a similar skill to it, which is the reason why that person was using Benkei on it, that I assume. So yeah, this is pretty cool. And it also decreased final damage, so that's not bad. Yeah, not bad either. Yeah, Benkei is also a good one on it, but I don't really see people use it, so I don't know if it's really worth it in a higher level PvP. So any news on character awakening coming to IS and Ian? Okay, so staff have talked about this before. Staff have talked about why character awakening isn't coming to Ian yet. Every server that have opened character awaken have told Ian to slow down, don't do it now, because it will completely ruin. Or they didn't say that, like the staff didn't say that, but the prominent people in the community said that it was because, or some people in the community said that it might be because it will screw up the meta. Because trust me, it will. Pilot Awaken are just that strong. Yeah, Pilot Awaken is just that strong. To a point where when Pilot Awaken come out, no other pilot will really be used until there's no until. The whole arena will just become awakened pilots immediately. Everyone will just start using the Mecha Awaken. Everyone will start using Mecha Awaken because everyone has it, right? Everyone has it, therefore everyone will start using the Mecha Awaken. And it will completely screw up like in PvE as well. PvE people can suddenly start doing a lot more damage compared to previous. Like it's a whole new era. That's why I think that's why they're kind of holding back on the things. Again, every server that has opened it tells Ian to hold on to it. Don't release it this soon. Just as so kind of show you guys how scary that that whole thing is. So I have some videos on Awakened pilots. So if you want to see how strong they are, you guys can check it out. Just know that they will usually be at the top of the board by like a huge margin. Let's say Linda Awaken, right? Linda Awaken, if you put it on a support melee, say Lex, if you put it on Lex, which is a support melee, you're supposed to use Lex to stun and lock the enemy in PvE, right? That will do double the damage compared to say Horace Valgar, compared to say Himiko on other pilots. It's that strong. So yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Is there any hold on. I think I got some comments, but alright, whatever. But okay, so there's some comments. So the higher HP, the more Fernzel can take damage. If it exceeds 2000, it can be buffed. That's true. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. The lower the HP from Seal will make SDG receive 3% damage. Less than 300 will let hero damage, for example, 3%. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for explaining. Yeah, that's just so much better. But that's the reason why sometimes you want to lower the damage. So yeah, so 7 Savage for my boy Becca's. Yeah, okay, the thing is, when Pilot Awaken comes, everyone will start using it, so don't worry. He will be so, like, he'll be, like, you guys will be, yeah, when it release, pretty sure people will start hating it, just because it's so strong. It's like, again, like, my comments on it is from a low tier to beyond top tier, literally, beyond top tier. There's some pilots that people do use, like the newest pilot now, right? The newest pilot now, she is like, it's not on par as Awakened pilots, but she does she has some insane skill, but most people use it as a co-pilot or just as a pilot. But usually, but there's still less use of her, I believe, compared to other units. So yeah, like, cause yeah, how do you say, man? The new unit is just brutal, man. Like, the Awakened pilot is actually scary. Okay, actually, no, hold on. You guys know Travel Origins, right? You guys know Travel Origins, right? Where is it? Yeah, Travel Origins. And I think normal type, either normal type or beam type. Hold on. Yeah, where is it? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes. So yeah, a little carrier, because I'm mostly done with Shin Dragon. So, but I just want to, I really want to talk about how stupid this is, because it's actually freaking insane. There you go. Her Awaken. Her Awaken can 9 seconds solo. Yeah, 9 seconds solo normal Travel Origins with Deerstalker RXR. So yeah, 9 second Travel Origin boss. I think like in the middle difficulties with Deerstalker, 9 second. And see, Deerstalker that's a quite old unit, right? And with her Awaken alone, plus I think, and I assume is beam. I'm gonna assume is beam, because Deerstalker is beam, right? Yeah, in 9 second this guy apparently. Yeah, I don't know how. I'm not even sure if they're on the leaderboard or not, but something happened. I don't even know if it is even this boss, but absolutely stupid. Stupid, yeah. There's like, no wonder, right? That no wonder all the servers tell you to wait. So, alright. Okay, because I roll for STG either way because I like it. Yeah, Shin Dragon it's definitely worth it. Alright, so fine. Let's start from the next one. The thing is, most of the one I already talked about, and I also have a guide on it, or yeah, I have a guide on each of them. So I'm just gonna quickly gloss over them and say, like, basically just say the TLDR for them. Oh, actually, I'm gonna start with Shin Dragon first, because I haven't really do like a final conclusion on it yet. So Shin Dragon, great at both PvP and PvE. I have a comment on it. Yeah, just great for PvP and PvE. Must get just pretty much invincible. In a meta now, I'm pretty sure, if you build it right. And also able to do damage, unlike some other units. It's like, imagine it's basically like a better Mazinkaiser at this point. Yeah, better Mazinkaiser. Or slightly better Mazinkaiser. But the reason, I'll also get into Mazinkaiser Saga, or the Mazinkaiser that trophy. Mazinkaiser is actually better than Shin Dragon in PvE because Mazinkaiser doesn't push the boss around. So yeah, so most people prefer using Mazinkaiser Saga trophy instead of Shin Dragon. So but yeah, overall just amazing. If you build it right, it can be truly invincible and extremely annoying for your opponents to deal with, even after the nerf. Again, Ian actually got a severely nerfed version with the chassis. So but even even with this nerf, it should still be pretty much invincible. If you build it right. If you build it right, and especially if you build a team right. Also, of course, top tier in 2v2 and in 1v1, of course. In 1v1, if you see this guy is a timeout, so you will want if you mint this guy in 1v1, your job is to survive for the timer, so both your units and Shin Dragon will die. Because if you let Shin Dragon kill your units, then that means you're guaranteed to lose the next match. So yeah, so that's Shin Dragon. What else? Anything else important? Also it also does high damage in the high damage in PvE. Or in PvE, but again, it pushes the boss around, so you don't want to use it as a DPS. So and I guess because this unit can already host on its own, so if you have any support pilot that is dying way too much, say your Ashuma is for some reason dying way too much, your Ai is suddenly dying way too much, that is how you put it on Himiko or something, put it on Shin Dragon. Yes, put it on Shin Dragon, add some defensive parts on it, maybe we'll just survive. That a lot of time my support Shin Dragon tanks more damage than my actual tank. So definitely keep that in mind. So easy to build, very easy to build. Just use my guy for the parts, and pilots honestly just go wild. Put on any pilots that you want to put on him, should work. But not like you don't put on you just don't want to put on a pilot that only does fire damage or only does like a certain thing, right? But support pilot, more tanky pilot, damage pilot, should all work. So yeah, I think that should be it for Shin Dragon. If you have any more, if you want to know more, right? If you want to know more on Shin Dragon, I have a guide on it. So just watch this. Just watch this guide. It's called Shin Dragon Build Guide and Review. Just go on my channel. It should be my video first one for now. And also the first one in Saga in depth guide. Also please consider sharing this as well, because it will help just help more people to know how to build Shin Dragon. I also go in depth on some of the builds and the reason why I use them, so you can also read that as well. So alright, so what do we have? Pretty much NC and JPs are testable for EM. Basically at this point. The genuine comment that SCG nearly invincible if not for the huge hit number, if not for the huge hit numbers of new mechas. Honestly, things Shin Dragon won't really care about even if the unit has like, or even if the enemy can do a lot of can do a lot of damage. It might be a problem. It might be a problem if it's facing like, say, the Himiko, because Himiko does multi-hits, a lot of multi-hits. And if it get hit by like the Himiko's that ult, if you take a full blow of the ult, it might put a dent on it, like say 10% of HP, 20% HP if everything hits. Even with harsh out and the healings, because it's just so much hit. But other than that, I don't really see a high damage unit out damaging it for now. So let's see what do we have in the thing. So let's go on to actually, hold on, you might be right. Yeah, because so what happened is the next one, UMR, is not a counter to Shin Dragon, but its second chance can screw with it a lot, because it reduces, because it takes that takes the CD from Shin Dragon and make it do less iframe. So what might be the first problem, but I remember when UMR came out, they used it in conjunction with Shin Dragon and with Himiko. And also this is a bit squishy, so it shouldn't be that much of a problem. This one actually, this one does multi hits, but it is a free to play unit. I don't think it does enough hits to put a dent on Shin Dragon. Problem starts when Zongu happens. When Zongu happens, Zongu reduces enemies both the action cooldowns, the ability cooldowns, and his healing potency. and his healing abilities literally built to counter units such as Shin Dragon. So at this point, you might as well use Shin-Getter. Actually, yeah, even Shin-Getter, even Shin-Getter Saga might lose out against Zonghu because it takes the action cooldown speed. So pretty OP. So permanent start when this happens. And the funny thing is, right after this is Zulong. Zulong. And you know what Zulong does? It does fire damage. Fire damage does a lot more multi hits, right? A lot more multi hits, a lot more DPS, and can just burn, can potentially burn Shin Dragon to a crisp while they are being debuffed by Zonghu. And after that they release Magenta Justice, same thing, high damage in a short amount of time. Let me show you. I have a video on it, so if you guys want to see, high damage in a short amount of time. Yeah, pretty much everything is multi hits. Pretty much everything's multi hits. Another thing that can bring trouble to the thing. So, and then they just had to show another fire unit that is the Leviathan. Again, another fire damage that can burn Shin Dragon to a crisp. And after that, I think because Shin Dragon is not really used anymore after the nerf. So when these units come out, I don't think they have anti Shin Dragon in mind. So, but yeah, this is the reason. I think at least this is my theory. It might not be the truth, just my theories based on the unit release. Because fire will be a pretty good counter for multi hits, right? Because Shin Dragon is scared of the multi hits, so could definitely do more than 2,000 damage per second to Shin Dragon. So especially if you use them together. If I Shin have trouble dealing with adding Himiko, Hila or Hell can reduce the heal amount for Shin Dragon. So Acid will also be a good on it. So yeah, for me it's a must-have on SCG and Petco similar. Yeah, for sure. As much as I like SCG, I would spend so much trying to get the resources on Mazinkaiser and Shin-Getter Retrofit. So I was gonna finish. Yeah, of course. If you want, finish them first. Yeah, definitely finish them first. Yeah, definitely first. But at least try to get get a free one from the event, so you can use it in you can use them in limited or something. So when Zonghu come out, it will be a range meta once again. Yes, kind of, because to a point where you might see two Zonghu in the team. Actually, two Zonghu might be cutting it. I don't even know if the effect stacks, but usually you will see a Zonghu in the team. It won't really be ranged unit because everything else is melee. Yeah, everything else is still melee. Yeah, everything came out is still melee. So range meta isn't going anywhere. Range meta isn't going anywhere soon. Because it's gonna be like Zonghu, right? Zonghu plus Zulong plus the Leviathan and Magenta Justice. So if you pair this guy up, Shin Dragon won't stand a chance. Shin Dragon will, mainly because of debuff of this one. You get debuffed by everything, can't heal as much, cannot iframe as much, and then burns. This thing can make the floor lava. Just burns you, and more burning from front of the thing, and just more multi hits. All these add together, I'm pretty sure you'll be taking probably 10,000 damage per second. So yeah, I mean, if it's 4v1ing, if it's 4v1ing, yeah. But Bouncy, don't worry though, cause even if Shin-Getter Dragon get outdated in PvP, it will still be amazing in PvE. So it will never. I don't think it will ever go. I don't think it will ever die in PvE. And it should be really good. To farm challenges, cause challenges. That's a 1v1, and 1v1 Shin-Getter Dragon can just wipe the floor with everyone. So don't worry, if you got Shin-Getter Dragon, the meta can evolve like to some monsters and some demons, but it will Shinken Dragon will always be good in PvE that PvE. So until there's way stronger ones come out, which might happen. But by that time, Shingetter Dragon should have gotten other trophy. So alright, so that should be it for Shingetter Dragon. I think that may be more than enough for Shingetter Dragon. So alright, now let's talk about Mazinkaiser, because this is the second one. Okay, yeah, because people have asked about it, and I haven't really do like a proper guide on it. So for Shingetter, so hold on, Mazinkaiser already do a guide on it, so you guys can go look at it. Very OP in both PvP and PvE. Pretty much for the same reason as Shingetter Dragon, just iframe spam plus just high stat damage. But for Saga, there's some new changes for Saga. So let's go into Saga. There you go. Martial Trophy when? Pretty sure it will trophy when it reruns, which I don't know when it will rerun, but hopefully it will rerun soon. So when Magento come out? Magenta Justice will come out soon. That have confirmed. Magenta will come out, but the power level is too low right now for it to come out, because it will break the meta, and it will definitely break the meta for sure. It will for sure break the meta, but it should be fine. Yeah. Or it'll come eventually, and it shouldn't be too far away. So yeah. So don't worry. Magenta will come out soon, or should come out soon. So yeah, Marshall, hopefully you get a trophy soon. And yeah, so now for Mazinkaiser Saga. So I just talked about the important things. The new chassis negates damage received lower than 4% of his max HP. This effect will be half every 50 activation, minimum 1% upon activation. Damage, final damage does, and yeah, just the whole thing. And plus the action switch cooldown speed that just makes it do more iframes, right? So what is amazing about this skill is when you do when you do max full, I've done a video on it. So max HP. So I have done a video on it. So Iron Saga max HP equals invincible Mazinkaiser Saga that trophy, because say you got it to 50,000 HP and you put on the firm seal. That means the damage you take would be for sure lower than 4% of its max HP, or even 2% of its max HP. So that means anything that hits you will be negated. So basically, it will make it invincible for at least the first 50 hits, or even 100 hits, because 2% is still a big number of that HP if you're going for the full HP build. So this is what can make Shingetter Dragon or Mazinkaiser invincible. And after the activation, pretty sure Mazinkaiser is start doing his iframe things, iframe blasting and stuff like that. And once he start doing that, your opponent is either dead or also surviving via iframes. At that point it's just at that point Mazinkaiser should still be invincible. Just spamming iframe to each other. And at that point, it's either depending on whoever caught the other guy off iframe first, or just whoever can just outlast the other guy faster. Which Mazinkaiser Mazinkaiser probably couldn't do it as good as Shingetter's, like Shingetter Dragon or Shingetter's, but it can still put out against a lot of units in terms of iframe spamming. So, but this is the reason why. This is the reason on how it can be max HP. And for max HP build, you can look at my video, or you can just So I'm just gonna do I'm putting on Leoma because Leoma have a skill, but the better pilots will be the bald guy from the Gurren Lagann, or you can just put on some other units that just pure HP. For example, where is she? And for example, she can add much more HP than Leoma, but I'm putting on Leoma because Leoma is because Leoma is more Leoma is more competitive, I guess. Yeah, Leoma is more competitive. Plus, you can even use the same pilot in PvE as well. So let's go into Mazinkaiser, right? Mazinkaiser. So yeah, hard shell, most important. And then after that, just stack anything that adds HP. So the highest HP that I can put on should be normal or should be balance core. Balance core gives you the most HP. So where is it? Balance core gives you the most HP. So you might want to use balance core at this one. It give actually no, right. It only give hold on. There was one that gives 50% HP. If I remember correctly. Where is it? Oh, never mind. Yeah, charge core. Yeah, charge core does 35%. So or defense core. And you know, let's put on let's put on defense core. So you have so you have like a because it's a staple. Yeah. You also put on this one, I believe. So and then of course you want to use a claw just for more damage because it heals damage via percentages. And when you do, actually never mind, it's based on how much damage you do, so I don't know. But put on the claw for more survivability, and then you just want to skip down to HP parts. I forgot how I built exactly, but HP parts. But I believe you can use this one, but I don't exactly remember what HP part I put on. But let's see. HP parts. HP parts, because the acid I believe gives the most HP. Hold on, let me cheat a little bit. I'm gonna go on to my build because I don't remember what because not many people use it anymore. But when it was, I mean, pretty sure in EN some people are still using it as like the for the invincible the Mazinkaiser. Nani? Okay, yeah, something is wrong. Never mind. But yeah, something like that. Just if you see HP, just put it on. But of course, make sure to put on like firm seal or something. That would help a lot. So, but yeah, I mean, it'll be good if you do have. Oh, because you're using Leoma, you don't need chassis stabilizer, so you don't need it. You probably don't need emergency detach because it will be impossible for them to do 12. Yeah, for your max HP. I mean, it's possible, but you have so many HP. I don't think so. So, but yeah, tilted, for more HP. I believe there's some other part that gives more HP. I don't know which one though. This one, yeah, I think this one gives more HP, but it's not percent based. So, here put on this one. But yeah, I forgot which one gives the most HP. But if you can find it, just put that on. So, I'm gonna put on. I'm gonna put on. I'm gonna put on Tilt Armor. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna put on this one. I think this one gives the most HP, but I'm not sure. And from steel, and for the thing, is there any HP? Yeah, go to defense and go to any unit that adds HP. For example, where is it? Where is she? HP. And you will want to use GM01 because Copilot can add a lot more HP. So. HP. Where is it? HP. Who has HP? Hold on, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to find it. There you go. I mean, she does, but she's a Collab pilot. Not many people might have it, so someone who have the same skill as her. So I know there's one. Yeah, I know there's one, but I don't know if I couldn't find her. You'd have a skin on her or something. Where is she? If anyone know the name, just say it. My eyes, I couldn't. Hold on. Oh, her. There you go. Leia. There you go. Rena or Leia. There you go. Her. Because her skill is plus 40% HP and decrease damage by 10%. So and let's see how much damage this is, right? Let's see how much. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, my bad. 40k is not the best, but I mean again, depending on your pilots and I guess your armor, I'm pretty sure this one doesn't add the most HP as well. So put on okay, so I don't know what adds the most amount of HP at least now, but just go check my video. It should have a better build on it. But something like this, get your HP to as high as possible. The highest that I've seen is like 60,000, like 60,000 something. That is the highest HP that I've seen. If you can get to that, then that will be a perfect the HP build. So, but when you're doing that, make sure to have firm seal on, or because it will help just like a gap, limiter. So, yeah. So that's that. But again, that's probably all that it is. For Mazinkaiser, except for the new move that I got. The new move that I got, personally, I think is a better version compared to the Himiko's, because I believe this one grabs on the first hit. So I mean, yeah, there you go. Or yeah, grab on the second hit, and it's pretty fast compared to, say, for example, if you're trying to hit a unit with a fork, right? If you want to hit the Himiko's X ult with the fork, there's a higher chance for Himiko to be missing compared to the final Kaiser sword. So I think it's pretty similar to Himiko's move, but I think it's better. It might do less damage maybe, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I think having a more consistent hitbox is much more important than doing more damage. So but I do think that Himiko does a lot more multi-hits, is more beneficial against I mean, this one still a lot of multi-hits still, but Himiko, actually I don't know. Yeah, never mind. This one also does a lot of multi-hits, so it should be pretty good against Firm Steel as well. But yeah, overall I think this is a better the Himiko the XO. Just mainly because the grab things. So, but yeah, overall pretty awesome. The pretty awesome new skill. And again, it's another thing that can change you with his iframe moves. So, and other thing is pretty much the same, so you don't need to care. So, and now you have like three pretty powerful action. Pretty much you can use them right after the other. You pretty much use them right after the other. Especially if you have some build on. And you'll be all set. So, Mazinkaiser, truly. Oh, I actually Mazinkaiser truly a OP unit, and that's why I think Mazinkaiser is a top tier for a long time in Ian, and still is, right? I think so. That princess. We can now make 2 or more Kaiser sagas. Hope someone will have a 3 Kaiser team. But I hope I can also do that. I mean, I don't think 2 Mazinkaiser is that worth it. I mean, it would be pretty annoying for the enemy to deal with. Yeah, it would be pretty annoying for the enemy to deal with, because I don't think there's a skill that would be a detriment if you have a low HP, right? Or like, I don't think there's a skill that can take like percentage of the HP from you in the meta. I mean, there are skills like that, but no one uses that pilot in the meta. So yeah, so for now, I mean, if you want to go for it, but I do suggest you only get 1. Yeah, just 1 is enough, I think. If you have the extra cash, you might as well just get Shin the Dragon, right? You might as well just get Shin the Dragon. It'll be much more worth it, I think. And what else? Okay, so that should be everything about Mazinkaiser Saga. Again, pretty much everything about pretty much the same thing about Shin the Dragon. Good in both PvP and PvE. Can be invincible as well. Gosh, why do we have so much invincible units now? It's actually annoying. Yeah. But yeah, overall awesome. I believe Mazinkaiser, Shin the Dragon and Mazinkaiser. Shin the Dragon is just slightly better than Mazinkaiser because because Mazinkaiser does get weaker over time after the hits, but Mazinkaiser gets stronger over time. So yeah, so I guess this is what really sets them apart in my opinion. When do you think Retrofit SGG is gonna come out? Probably not so soon, cause pretty sure NC and JP have a lot of collabs still in the line. But no doubt it will rerun again. Just because I'm pretty sure. Well, I mean, I don't know, but I think it's highly likely that they will have a retrofit on Shikira Dragon. Just because, you know, the dev really loves it. So. Alright, so that should be good for Mazinkaiser. If you have any questions, again, feel free to ask me anytime. If you miss it, you can always ask in a Discord. Alright, so I have talked about Shinketa Robo, Shinketa G, Mazinger Z, and Great Mazinger in my previous stream and my previous guide. If you guys want to see it, it's in this video. All getter guides. I also include guide for the I also include guide for the pilot as well. But I'm gonna talk about it again and to see how I think about it now. So, alright, so Shinketa Robo, the non-retrofit 4-star is a really good support carrier and it's a really good hammer. It's pretty much a must-have for PvE, yeah, for PvE and even PvP for in limited arena. Or for PvP is not a must-have, but for PvE it's definitely a must-have. It's such a cheap unit. And you don't need to roll for it. You just need to develop that one copy, use that 4-star, and you're golden. It's really good free to play options. That like just yeah, it's really awesome that they're I guess having these freebies. So yeah, Shinketa Robo, and for the retrofit that came with this collab, it's overall just what's it called? Overall, I don't know how to say it. It improved on everything that I can do. For example, you know, Shinketa, you know, was known for his iframe spam and not being able to hit him, and also, you know, and the process doing damage as well. Pretty much it just, you know, again, it just makes everything better. It makes it change his iframe better for it to survive more. That added a new move for more attack and plus more invisibility. And yeah, just added just make everything better. So just pretty much what makes it so good back then was the reason, and it's the same reason why it's so good now. Just stalling the enemies for like stalling a 4v1 or 3v1s until timeout and winning the game or something like that. So yeah, pretty much the same thing. But because it attacks faster now, hammer or the hammer part, the destruction hammer part will be much more useful on this unit because of it. So yeah, where is it? Yeah, demolition hammer will be much useful for in PvE. As you using a PvE in PvP, I don't know if it'd be better compared to, you know, the absorption skill. So and of course, because you have a sword melee, you can because of what he hit, you can even put on black gold sword for anti harsh shell, but to anti firm steel. But Shinketa's attack, I don't know if he can have enough output. I mean, I'm pretty sure he can. I'm pretty sure he can proc harsh shell, but then you test yourself. But I highly suggest just build it for survival, because it's really what Shinketa is known for. And it's the reason why it is so annoying and meta back then too. Alright, so I got a lot of new questions. Kiwi is watching. Yeah, welcome Kiwi, welcome. When do you think? Oh, to answer that, yeah. Hope you come out. Wonder if they will put Mazinger 0. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully. By the way, SCG is another tanky on other than Mazinkai. Both are good for distracting and taunt. Yeah, for sure, yeah. I also want to see Richo. Shinketa good now. Yeah. I'll get into that. Alright, so I think that should be everything for Shinketa Robo. If you're a new player, get the free copy for the development. You'll be set for life, or not for life. Yeah, you'll be pretty set in your PvE game. If you're a new player, getting the retrofit wouldn't be too bad. It's still pretty good in PvE. That's still great in PvE. That's like a support carrier and a tank. Also doesn't push units around. That Shinketa, and actually locks them in place and stuff. So it's pretty awesome. PvP again, it's just another stall guy. It's just if you want to annoy and time out your opponents, this is the way to go. But just I don't think it will do as much damage compared to the Himiko, Shinketa Dragon and stuff like that. So don't expect it to do that much damage. This is what I assume. So. Alright, so now to Getter Robo G. Getter Robo G, how do you say? It is better. Whatever, everything that talk about in Shin Getter is pretty much the same thing for Getter Robo G. And this is kind of like, yeah, again, same thing about, same with Shin Getter G. It's good in PvP. It's good in PvE as like a damage than a tank, or not even a damage now compared to some other units. But yeah, it's really good PvE. PvE unit in what's called that's in tanking. And is also good at stalling in the 44. However, if you guys just look closely or just compare it, Shin Getter Dragon are just a stronger Shin Getter Robo G, cause there's not really like there's not much to say about it. There's no reason to go for Getter Robo G if you can go for Shin Getter Dragon, because Shin Getter Dragon is pretty much like okay. So this is based on some UNC player who does data mining and stuff. So Shin Getter Dragon, Shin Getter Robo. Shin Getter Dragon's model and it's like and just mecha or how Shin Getter Dragon is made, for, like based on the depth, is that they're using the same, I guess, the model or the same template as Shin Getter G, as Getter G Saga. So pretty much a lot of things that has is the same with that's normal attack, that normal block, and evasive are pretty much the same. Yeah, exactly. That attack is the same. And it's just much stronger. That or just Shin Getter Dragon, it just everything got buff. Like for insane amount compared to Shin Getter or compared to Shin Getter G. And what else? And the only thing that is really different is the combination attack. But the thing is, combination attack lost the big potential of, or that's the potential. Or it's not as good as Shin Getter. Or it's not as good and useful as Shin Getters, because Shin Getter actually goes in to do a lot more, like a lot more melee attack makes which can lock the enemy in place for much longer, which is good for both PvP and PvE, and it can trigger more hits, which would be beneficial for a lot of parts, from the demolition hammer, and also just the black ghost sword, and also just anything that requires more hits, or anything that requires the unit to be in close proximity. For example, if you are using Shin Getter Dragon, if you're using Shin Getter, you can actually put on a polo, because Shin Getter actually goes into the enemy's face. But Getter Robo G does not really get into enemy's face as often, because a lot of his weapons actually, a lot of his attack actually does put a range, does put a distance between him and the unit, him and the enemy, to a point where it won't trigger the skill for polo. But I mean, right now it's performing pretty well though. Like right now it's staying pretty close to the enemy, which is pretty good. At least better than Shin Getter Robos is. But yeah, just people literally said that Getter Robo G is a troll or is a clown, because it just got shafted so hard. Because what is the point of Shin Getter G existing when there's Shin Getter Dragon, right? And what is the point? And even when the collab just came, what is the point of pulling? What's the point of pulling Getter Robo G when you can just pull for Shin Getter Robot? Well, I'm not saying as in like a where if you like the unit or not, like from the anime or from the lore. It's just based on if you want to do good in a game, right? If someone never watches Getter, so they don't really have a feeling for them, but they just hear that, oh, Shin Getter Robo is good, and that Getter Robo G is a worse version of it. So what's the point on rolling for Getter Robo G if Shin Getter is just better, in pretty much every way? So it's just more, yeah, Shingeta just have much more option and everything compared to Getter Robo G. The only person who will roll for this is the people who likes, you know, Getter Robo G from the anime, from people who likes the unit, basically. People who like the design, which I roll for it because I really like his change attack and stuff. That's what I did, but you know, is it yeah, it's kind of sad. Even for the people who rolled for Getter Robo G, it's kind of sad because they're rolling for something that they like, but it's just not good. Like whenever, like not good compared to the counterpart. Coming to the counterpart is just not as good. So it's honestly kind of sad, yeah. Because you know it can't really do hammering in than PvE. So as it doesn't really lock, yeah, it couldn't CC as good as Shingetter. Doesn't lock people in place, and I think, and from what I've seen, or from what I heard based on the data, Shingetter Dragon is just 60%, yeah, like have 60% more stats than Getter Robo G. So yeah. But however, the new Retropha though, the new Retropha does hold on, let me like Net Dream real quick. Awesome. But the new Retropha does give it a new move that kind of stayed true, which is pretty good because, you know, for those who likes the anime, pretty sure they are pretty happy with the new move because that thing bites the enemy. And it does kind of have a use where it can just, like, it pretty much, you know, we can pretty much heal him back to full health because it's a force grab. Yeah, I believe it's a force grab where we can even grab bosses, and 100% of the damage will be healed back on him. So, alright, this you can see it. There you go, that one. So that move is a pretty awesome new addition. Because what that move does is it gives 100% lifesteal when it's using that move. It's a little bite down move that you guys can see on my dash stream. I actually showcased like a video on what is going on. But yeah, and if that hit lands, which it will usually do, it will heal it back to full health again. Which is something that both Shingetter and Getter Dragon doesn't have. However, I don't know. Overall, it's not gonna be good in PvE because, you know, first of all, Shingetter Robo or Getter, you know, hold on, Getter G will be tanky enough to not take so much damage in PvE. So that move is completely irrelevant on healing him. Like, can do damage, sure, but you know, that kind of wiggles the boss around to a point where it might be, you know, that might have the same problem as yeah. Actually, never mind. They're just staying still now. That's it. That's interesting. But back then, that actually shakes the units. So there's a chance of it, you know, that DPS missing that it what is shaking. There you go. Imagine DPS is shooting at it while it's shaking, and it will just miss a lot of hits. So not really relevant in PvE. It's good in PvP, but, you know, I don't know. At this point, okay, you might as well go for Shingetter Dragon. So it's just kind of sad. It's always the just not as good option, I guess. Even though it's such a cool unit, I love it. I never watched Getter, but I love it. I absolutely love his attack. I might even love it more than Shingetter Robots or Shingetter Robots. Which is the reason why I kind of like disappointed at Shingetter Dragon, because it's just the upgrade version of Getter Robo G. So, alright. So hold on. Hold on. I hope so. Does Getter Robo G have more iframe? Because I had a lot of action. Yes, but is it more than no? It does have a lot of iframes, but, you know, same with Shingetter Robot and same with Shingetter Dragon. So this is the reason why, like, even if Shingetter Robo have more iframe than Shingetter Robo and Shingetter Dragon, which is probably not the case. What it has is still quite less useful compared to what they can do. You know, what Shingetter Dragon can do and what Shingetter can do. So, so yeah. I I mean, it's good if you decide to roll for him, or if you decide to roll for Shingetter G, especially to retroph it. You will not regret it, I think, because it is a really good unit. But if you have a choice, or if you can only get one, unless you really like Shingetter, unless you really like Getter Robo G, I highly suggest going after Shingetter Dragon first. So, or if you want to pick between these two, Shingetter first, so and then Getter G. Of course, unless you like Getter G. Again, if you like the mecha, I highly suggest you roll for the mecha that you like first over what is over what is better. So, but overall, go retroph it though. Go retroph it. Actually, something unique. But it's a close range. It's specialized in melee, but it's not. But it doesn't do melee as much compared to other melee units. And just has just a lesser option unit than Shingetter Robo. So, but overall, it's still not bad. It does its job. It does its job at stalling, and it does its job at iframe. So, so you're right? Yeah. Does have more iframe because they have a lot of action. Yeah, it does have a lot of it does have a lot of iframe, much more than some other units. So, yeah, if you get it, you won't regret it. Alright, so now let's go to the good old. Oh my god, these units are so old. So Great Mazinger didn't get a retro this time, but just know that NC and JP actually did not get Mazinger Z and Great Mazinger and Great Mazinger banner reruns. But I do recall how good they are, I guess. So Great Mazinger is not really that great until you retroph it. So if you're getting Great Mazinger, you probably will want to retroph it. And when you retroph it, it becomes a really good melee DPS. Yeah, a really good melee DPS, and just overall a good. I wouldn't say it is tank in today's standard. In today's standard, it wouldn't be counted as tank because it will be pretty squishy. But if you're using it as a tank, you want to be or if you're using it as a DPS in honestly both PvP and PvE, it shouldn't be too bad, but it might be a bit too outdated for PvE at this point because we just have so many other units that can do more damage while also tanking as well. So its best uses now might be in PvE as a really powerful DPS. So also very let's go home. Where is he? No, that's Saga. Where is it? Well, where's Great? Is Great Mazinger gonna not count as a collab unit? What's going on? Hold on. Where is it? Yeah, where's Great Mazinger Saga? Great Mazinger Saga. Hold on. Great Mazinger Saga. Great. Cause I wanna get into like its that's data. So hold on. Where's Great Mazinger? I mean, yeah, where's Great Mazinger Saga? But I'm just gonna talk about it. But yeah, I think his thunder moves is probably one of the coolest moves in that in this game. It's probably my favorite. It's probably my favorite move in the game as well. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. High damage, pretty much wouldn't miss most likely. And it's and also F sword. That means it doesn't really go to grab people. So I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, Mazinger doesn't really grab people that anyway. But yeah, they have a sword, just longer reach, and yeah, big damage. And it was meta back then. So if you do decide to get it, you're definitely not regret it just based on how cool it is. And even after all these years, it still can do pretty good damage in PvE than PvE. And even if you are a vet where you already got a lot of units that's more modern, getting it might not be a bad idea because there's 12 to arena. Unless you have 12 units that is all modern, then maybe they can skip on it. But Mazing, hold on, yeah, Great Mazinger is actually gone here. So hold on, let's just go to Mazing here. So where's Great Mazinger? So okay, it starts actually much longer than I expected. Of course, a lot of action as well. A lot of action for the for the more final damage buff by the enemy. So yeah, overall pretty awesome. And if you're gonna use it in if you want to use it, you could, the new court mode, the dimension, the Odyssey, that one, because on that one you can put on a lot more units, so then you use it as a spare DPS, so and that'd be pretty cool too. Yeah, absolutely amazing. But just a heads up, if you want to get it, definitely get all 5 copies for the trophy, because it's not as good, I think, if you don't trophy it. So just a heads up. Mazinger Z is probably one of the start, part of the start of the collab units being very, very powerful. And even to this day, Mazinkaiser Z should still do decent damage in PvE, especially on clearing mobs in normal PvE. But overall, it might have gave wave to some other units. But I don't really know how to say to it. It's just a solid. Yeah, just a solid. The thing is, it's a solid unit. It's not great. That is not. How do you say? That's solid. Yeah, because that is solid. That is not particularly good on anything, I think. That's one back then when it's released, it does good damage. And also just because of a lot of ammo for to do to do all the final damage. Yeah, honestly, how to say, it's probably pretty similar to Great Mazinger, or Great Mazinger, where does good damage in PvE now. What's it called? But in PvP, I can take a rest now. Yeah, I can take a rest. It's probably even less good than PvP now compared to Great Mazinger. So anything? Yeah, because I actually got this unit to max, but even I don't really use it because I don't really have a place to use it, because they're just units just stronger than it. So and especially instead of using this guy in PvP and PvE, you might as well just bring out a 6-star Dankoka or something. So yeah. But I don't want to see, even though this unit might even be worse than Shingen Robot G now, but at least when it came out, it's that's not bad. That's not a second option similar to Getter G compared to Shingetter. So pretty awesome. But this is the unit that I do think that you probably don't want to get unless you really like it, because it's I don't think it's worth it if you're on the standpoint of meta-ness, how strong something is. Plus it is a mid-range combat unit. That means you cannot use it in melee limited, and you cannot use it in range limited, which is also a detriment on its usefulness. So just other thing factor combined, making it not the best investment, I think. But I'm not gonna say it's bad. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's bad, and I guess, yeah. So I think that's everything now, right? I think that's everything now. Have I talked about anything else? Alright, let me answer some questions, or if there's anything. Hope so. Didn't Robot G got a second robot? Yeah, I was talking about the second trophy being still not as good compared to Shingetter trophy or Shingetter Dragon that for that matter. But, doesn't Shin have more effort? Yeah. Yeah, we're talking about that. I had all Mecha but Dragon, so I didn't have to roll roll a lot to get through. Oh, that's nice. Congrats. Mazinger can only be good if you got retrofit. SGD can be alternative then, cause I need tank so much. But Mazinger can only be good if you get retrofitted. Yeah, but even then, even if you max retrofit it, I don't think it'll be good compared to 7-star Shin Dragon. Definitely not. Yeah, I don't think. It's just a kind of an outdated unit, to say it lightly. So, I'm honestly surprised they actually rerun the Mazinger and Grand Mazinger banners, because it actually didn't rerun in NC and JP. So yeah, and it's fine. Yeah, my English is worse, so don't worry. I mean Kaiser. Never mind. Yeah, Kaiser. Yeah, I mean Kaiser is still a good DPS even without or the good DPS in PvE even without retrofit. So but yeah, you're right. With retrofit, I mean, well, actually, with retrofit, it become an awesome tank more than it does in damage. So actually, never mind, because it can change action more. So yeah, probably more damage as well. Because I need a tank so much. Yeah, definitely go for a dragon and that if you want tank. So actually, both Kaiser and dragon is good tank. So actually, yeah, finish Kaiser first if you already have Kaiser, and then get dragon. So. Hold me luck, I'm getting 2 more copies of Mazinkaiser. Yeah, good luck, for sure, good luck. Yeah, you got this. Alright, so, I guess I would do like a little, suggestion depending on what you want to roll. So, first of all, definitely roll Dragon. Dragon is just such a good one. And try to get it to 7-star, so that's 3 copies. One free from development, and 2 from rolls. Or 1 from battle pass, or for the 2 paid ones, you can get a battle pass for the 1 copy, and you can either roll or exchange it, or exchange the next copy using Super Alloy Z. So, and then after that, I suggest you go for Mazinkaiser. Yeah, Mazinkaiser is not too bad because you can do the max HP build. And then it's kind of iffy. Yeah, and then it's kind of iffy. I would say go for Shin Robo, but the thing is, you don't really need Shin Robo to be at, you only need Shin Robo to be retrofit, unless you really want to use it. It is cool and it's awesome, but it pretty much is the same thing with, Shin Dragon, but a little bit worse. But if you do want to, roll, maxing out Shin Dragon might be a good idea. And the thing is, you get 1 copy for free, and usually for new players, that 1 copy is enough for pretty much everything that Shin Dragon do. At least in PvE, so. And even in PvP sometimes. Now, I only have 1 Kaiser, and he's... Oh, yeah, you know what, yeah. If you don't have 1 Kaiser, go for go for Shin Dragon first, and then go for Kaiser, yeah. For sure. Is there a chance they're adding Super Robot War Original Mecha, like they're, I don't know how close he is with, I guess, I don't know if Super Robot, War would, like, how do I say, would, I don't know how close they are, but if they do add it, that would be so cool. Yeah, that'd be so cool that they do add original character from games. So, but I think it has a little, I don't know. I don't really know. But yeah, it'd be cool though. It'd be cool because you never know what they were. You never know what they will collab. They literally just collab with a human. So anything is possible. Yeah, anything is possible. I also wanted to add SRW original, but probably not. You never know though. You never know. Okay, you never know because they literally collab with a person. So hopefully, yeah. The thing is, hopefully they literally collab with like this unit. They literally collab with a real person from or an actor with in Kamen Rider. So honestly, it really depends on the mood of it depends on the mood of the dev. So yeah, I guess. the money that would cost, and something else. From what I heard from the dev, right, he actually wanted to do a Nair collab, or well, I don't know if he did or not, but he talked about it, and he said Nair needs like $1 trillion, or 1 trillion yen, or 1 billion yen, or something. No, not trillion, definitely. Yeah, like, well, 1 million yen, I think. Yeah, 1 million yen, and this is like no money. So okay, so one thing we conclude that is 1 million yen is too much for them to do a collab on. So it had to be something lower than, say, Nair, I guess, or depending on what price they give out, right? So let's say something like Gundam. I don't think they have enough money to do with Gundam, because Bandai literally asked for their source code of the game. So I don't think Gundam will happen anytime soon. So because they already have a soured, I assume soured, I guess business agreement, I guess. So but yeah, that's what I've heard from dev, like from our dev when they're talking in chat and stuff. So yeah. What else? But it has to be something like, you know, Shingetter, like Shingetter. I don't know how much it costs, but I mean, Shingetter is big, but it's definitely not as big as Gundam, where they're just selling toys and just doing all this and that. They're worth so much more, right? Compared to like Shingetter. Not saying Shingetter is like not big or anything, but it's not the money sucking machine, you know, like Gundam and stuff. So, or by greedy companies and stuff. Okay, so there's a very there's a speculation that's the next one. There's a speculation that is the next collab, based on the hints that they give out, but we don't know. If it is, then we would probably do it. So. Night collab asks for the G's, man. Yeah, but still hope they collab with Gundam. Yeah, I really hope so. Yeah. The Rainbow City had a Nair into that game G's. The thing is, right, the one that can afford Nair are huge game companies and stuff like that. Iron Saga or Game Duchy is a relatively small team, and their game, honestly, if you play Iron Saga, you will know that they're not doing too well in terms of money. So, they're just not doing too well in terms of financial situation. Compared to, well, I don't know, because maybe their team is small, so they don't need to, you know, pay that lot of money, or they don't need to maintain the game, because Iron Saga is pretty cheap for them to maintain. So, but yeah. So, but maybe to them, yeah, like huge amount of money is impossible. So, yeah. Yeah. So hopefully that's the next one. But you know, we never know. Yeah, we never know. Anything you want to talk about? Oh, hold on. Yeah. Just want to add something real quick. So, oh, yeah, I need to go to Ian real quick. So just know, Ian have these things where you can exchange hard box with 10 rolls. You can also redeem the solo. Holy crap, have so many the alloys. Yeah, or from the different test account. So make sure to at least get the solo wings and also the solid badge if possible. And remember, you can redeem solid badge 3 times. But don't go out your way to, like, you know, dispense with everything. Just get the one that you can. Get the solar first. Get a starlight first, or get a solar. Get a starlight, and just try to get as much as possible before the event ends, and just start saving up more alloys until the event comes. Until the event come again. So yeah. So just a heads up. It's really good, and you have 46 days, so you're pretty sure you can get at least 1 solar wing and one starlight badge. So don't worry. Primal, just primal, yeah. Primal to primal. What do I have so many primals? Primal to alloy, which is pretty good too. If you have excessive amount of primal energy, you can use it to get the super alloy back. Alright, so maybe out of topic, but can you show us the potential new parts and the pet in the future update for Ian? Oh wait, can you show us new potential parts and Ian pets? Yeah, for sure. Okay, I'll do that later. Or after I answer this question. So what star is Shingetter viable? 4. Shingetter is already maybe even better than a 9 star. Yeah, that 4 star. You activate everything except for weapons. So no weapons, just action, chassis, and action chassis HP. Just do those 3. Put on the Ashima or any support pilots, and you're set. It will just constantly be spinning iframes, never get hits, and supporting your team as well. And in PvE, you put on hammers because Shingetter Dragon does a lot of hits, so you can potentially lock the enemy in place. So 4 star is enough. Might even be better than Retrofit, honestly. Yeah, in PvP or in PvE, it might even be better than the Retrofit. But in PvP is another story. In PvP, the Retrofit might be better now. So yeah, I only got Solar Badge and remaining only for Moon Badge. Okay, so how do you say? I mean, it's fine, but Starlight Badge is much more important, in my opinion, compared to Moon Badge. Because Starlight Badge is not something that you come by every day. It's pretty much as rare as Solar Medal, if not rarer than Solar Medal. Solar Medal, yeah, because the thing is, Solar Medal you can get them in than this shop as well. So yeah. I think they're equally rare. So Starlight Badge, I think it's more worth it. So, but Moon Badge is good too. Can never have too much moon badges. Starlight, but yeah, for Starlight, if you don't know what to get, just at least get 2 or 3 Steel Mantis, and you should be fine. There's no reason to not get that. And you can also get one of Nightingale for PvE. You can also get what else? Any other thing that is worth it? Pretty sure there is. But definitely just at least get 2 Steel Mantis. For PvP. So new which to answer that guy's question, I will answer the future one. I feel it's so hard to get parts is not farmable. Oh, I see. Yeah. If you need parts, then yeah, for sure, that will work too. But once you are once you have enough alloy, definitely try to at least get the Solar Badge. So definitely just get one. Good. Can focus on getting Shingetter to 8 star. A Shin Dragon to 1. It's 1 star less. To 7 star. And my Mazinkaiser. Wait, hold on. Wait, you wanna get a Shingetter to 8 star? Okay, so if you're getting your Shingetter to 8 star, I suggest getting to 9 star just to get the Retrofit, because it's just so close, right? You're 1 copy away from being a Retrofit. So, but definitely get a copy for Shingetter first. No, definitely get a copy for Shin Dragon first. Yeah, Shin Dragon first to 7 star, and then Shingetter to either to Retrofit or just don't roll at all and keep it at 4 star. Yeah, Shingetter. Yeah, for Shingetter is 4 star or Retrofit. But for Dragon is 7 star, and your Mazinkaiser is Retrofing, so that's good. So Bunny, okay, Penboy. What is a Penboy? Shingetter or Shingetter Dragon? Shingetter Dragon Kaiju. Okay, one. Shingetter Dragon. Dragon first. Get Dragon to 7 star. Yeah, get Dragon to 7 star first. Get Dragon to 7 star. On which you only need 2 copies because you get 1 free from the event, right? So you only need to roll 2 copies for Dragon. After you roll the 2 copies, then you can start rolling Shingetter to Kai. So 8 star SG mode, imagine have a tournament that against the common evil player. Oh, see, nice. But still, if you are gonna get it to A-star, I highly suggest at least get 1, so you had the option to trophy it, because it'll be pretty. Well, I won't say not worth it, but it's kind of like it's like a missed opportunity, right? That is a missed opportunity to get it to a trophy. So I actually have 1 Kai from I actually have Kai 1 form, and it was thinking if SGD is worth, since I just recently bought him before. Yeah, should be worth for sure, yeah. Oh, Acer SGD. Oh, I see, yeah. And is Shin Dragon has a trophy? Not yet. But if the unit, like if the collab ever reruns, I'm pretty sure there will be a retrofit. So just stay tuned, yeah. Just stay tuned. Alright, so hold on. So Ian got to Doberman, right? Alright. Oh wow, Doberman is actually really good. Yeah, Doberman is actually pretty good than PvP. Actually, yeah, Doberman can literally anti-Shin the Dragon. But I mean, how really how? I wonder what is the max action to? Because if you do this, if the enemy just use even faster things, maybe it will not be as good. But yeah, Doberman's pretty interesting. Yeah, I haven't really seen anyone use other things except for this one. It's just a really good CC effect. I've seen people use this one as a tanking thing, which is pretty cool. I saw people memeing with this one. And that's about it. Oh, and this one for DPS as well. It's pretty good. This one is usually used with new Arham. So, but that's one. Alright, so let's go to NC and see the pet, because someone asked about it. Oh boy. Oh, so we have 4 new pets. We got the golden cow. Like every one enemy on the field increases final defense by 4%. So in a PvP setting, it will only its final defense by like 16%, which is, I mean, it is good, but it's not the best pet. I guess it's not worth it. Oh sheep. This is free. It's basically tilted armor. Yeah, like damage reduction from any from attack that's facing it, and also it can be stacked, and when it hit, it kind of release some kind of like aura around it, and damaging the player nearby. So not too bad, yeah, not too bad, because it's tilted armor. So can't really have enough of that. So alright, double fish. Oh, so this wasn't okay. So hold on. I need to drink some water, because this is a bit this might be a bit long. So I am back. So is pity system reset every update? Even banner still the same, or the banner unit changed? Don't quote me on this. I have heard Sloka said that the pity carry over to the next banner. So I honestly, because how would does that work with banner 2 to the next banner 2, or does it work for banner 3 to the next banner 3? And what if the banner is gone? Like banner 7, 6, 7, 6, and 8. Weapon then. So it's very confusing. Yeah, it's very confusing. I don't know. So I don't know about that, but I did hear Slokai said that pity carries over to the at least for the main banner. Pity carries over. So pity carries over. That's your next one. So and I might not make it to retro. Hopefully the game will give in get it. Yeah, hopefully, yeah, good luck. It will be a riot if they have Pacific Rim as a collab. Oh wait, why would be a riot? Wouldn't that be pretty cool? I don't know much about what's it called? I don't know much about Pacific Rim, but I think it's like a mecha by the West, right? I think it's like Transformer, but like is a human actually in it? I don't know. And they have kaijus too. A Gundam or Char counterattack as a that would be so cool, but you know, if you can persuade Bandai. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna get to, you know, I'm gonna explain her first. So when the when HP is that's above the 80%, final damage decreased by 40%. This might be really good on Shin Getter Dragon, because you know Shin Getter Dragon usually are at full health with the chassis, so it can constantly be having the 40% final damage decrease. So that'd be pretty good. And what else? Okay, so alright, so now let's talk about a double fish. This unit was this pet was a reason why Shin Getter Dragon was nerfed, or it was kind of like a collateral damage. What this thing does is the damage you dealt, the damage you dealt will turn into double fish energy, and when you got taken damage lower than the double fish energy stored, then you can use that amount of energy to negate the attack. So let's say I do 5,000 damage to one guy, and that 5,000 damage will be stored. So when I get hit by like a unit that by attack that has 4,000 attack, or yeah, that 4,000 that 4,000 damage, and when it hit, it will consume 4,000 energy. I think that's how it works. So basically, the more damage you do, the more not damage that you'll be dealt. So it's honestly pretty scary, because say you're using Mazinkaiser, right, and every hit is 12,000 damage. I mean, of course, that's without hard shell, but imagine without hard shell, right? You hit something for 12,000 damage. That means you just got a free 12,000 HP on your body, or stored as energy, and you usually does it for a lot of time. So it's a pretty scary. It has a pretty OP pet. However, there was a bug that makes it even more broken. The damage that is negated, blocked, or when you hit the invincible or iframes are also stored. So for example, if your Mazinkaiser hits someone for like 10,000 damage, and that damage is blocked, that still count as the damage stored, which just completely breaks the game, because everyone is doing so much damage to each other to a point where no one will die. No one. How do people die when everyone's doing like bazillion damage to each other and throwing this bazillion damage as your HP or as the fish energy? There's no way that anyone can die because of it. So which is the same thing with Shin Getter Dragon's chassis, where say if the damage hits you that you block, or you hit the iframe of it, which happens a lot, because you know Shin Getter Dragon spends iframes. So when enemy hits you when you're in iframe, right, it will heal that amount still, because you still kind of get hit, you still kind of get damaged, but that damage just got iframe or immuned. So it's just that was the reason why Mazinkaiser, or not Mazinkaiser, God, my brain. That's the reason why Shin Getter Dragon can heal all the way back to full health in iframe, because enemy is attacking it, because the enemy is attacking it. Literally enemy plot armor. No one will die, which is the reason why there's like over 200 or over 100 Shin Getter uses than the top. So never been paid when you stupid thing. game that you have ever done. Oh, on my last, hold on, I also talked about this on the last live stream. On the last live stream, I actually showed well, I mean, not Shin, but they actually allow us to exchange this with the Star Age. So yeah, I mean the thing is, Shin Dragon isn't even that like good without it. Like kind of just like that was a bug, but it didn't cause too much trouble. Even though Shin Dragon is 4v1ing in arena, so they kind of just like shrug it. Yeah, they kind of just like and just didn't care about it. So, but yeah, so this kind of thing kind of happened like similar with Shin Dragon, and I think they figured that out as well. So when they're nerfing this to a point where, when they're nerfing this where you actually had to you actually had to hit the unit, like you actually had to damage the unit to store the energy. They also fixed that the Shin Getter that you have to actually get hit to be healed. So, which I mean you can argue that it is a bug. It is really a bug to a point where you shouldn't really get healed if the damage didn't damage you, right? So it is technically a bug, but it's a bug that makes Shin Dragon a lot stronger. So is it a nerf? It is a nerf, but at the same time, it is a proper bug fix. Yeah, it's just so weird. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, and because of that, there isn't much Shin Dragon uses anymore on but things in the end it should still work pretty well because it doesn't have the monsters DPS units yet. So, but yeah, so that's a part, or that's a pet for the future. I don't know how much. Alright, let's see. So for parts, so we got there's only one part. Yeah, so the fire part. From what I heard, this part is also as stupid as the double fish. Fire damage increased by however. Hold on. Let me see the max version. Fire damage increased by. Fire damage increased by 50%, or fire melee type attack increased by 50%, and attack has 25% to trigger a fire explosion. I don't know exactly what this thing does, but I think it can damage you. That can burn you. When you are doing the emergency detach. So when you separate and everything, the fire can still burn you, and you just dies in it. I think that's what I assume that happens. And during the time when the bug was not fixed, it was just this part versus it was just damage between the explosion fire sword versus the double fish pet. Whoever can tank the most with double fish, and whoever can kill people with the most in iframe or in the untargetable with the fire sword wins, I guess. So that's why both are nerfed, or both are bug fixed, and both were given a chance to fix themselves, I guess, or just to fix it, I guess. I don't know. Oh, and also there's also these, yeah. These are not in yet. So these are like how do I explain it? They introduced a new like a system where it will increase some particles every. Okay, so this is the port part. This port part can increase your weapon tracking speed, which is pretty good, especially on the Mazinkaiser or Shin Dragon, or unit that require you to spend a lot of diaphragms. And also every 1 second it increases 2% of the particles. And the maximum particle is 100%. And this thing will actually work with other parts, or works with this kind of like this zero part. It's literally like the first part series, or like or parts combos that connects with each other. So pretty interesting. So that is like the engine of it. That's the engine, that's support. You need it for everything to work, kind of. Or for it to do at its maximum. So this is the engine. And then we have the coatings. The coatings increase HP, and also increase the startup. So it will give you like about 20%, or at max level, it gives you about 20% of the 20% of the particles. And based on your particles, like the higher or the more particles that you have. So basically, like from 2000, or if you have like 50% particles versus the 100%. 100% particles, every 2 seconds it will release a wave that it will damage and inflict CC, and inflict various debuff effects that surround the units based on how high, or the damage is based on how high the particle is. So and the other thing is the armor. The armor is also increase the starting, or increase HP and increase the starting particle by about the few percent. And for every 2% of the particles, increase its final defense by the damage himself will be reduced by 1%. So at max level, it will reduce its damage taken by 50%, which is pretty good. And once it goes to 100, it will also gain additional 20% final damage increase, or final damage decrease, which is pretty awesome as well. I actually used this set. Yeah, I actually used this whole set on Shin Dragons, and it actually survived even though I didn't use Harsh Shell. So very interesting. Yeah, very interesting part. Anyone notice that unyielding characters, Pirate Robot, your co-pilot unyielding, that doesn't work? Oh, does it not? It might be because the transformation cancelled it, which it is buggy, so that might be the reason why. Sadly. The Bug Saga as usual. What's the pet name again? Doublefish. But the thing is, it's not OP anymore. Right now, this become a DPS, or now this become a very good tool. If you are a very good tool in PvE, especially for heal, especially for healer, because healer does a lot of damage, right? But it's squishy. But if you put this on, healer will have mountains of HP to that for the text, that for the boss to actually hit it. So it's a really good pet for PvE now. So yeah, because of nerf. So, or because of bug fix. Yeah, there you go. Because of bug fix, now it's not as good in PvP as it used to be. So, but it's amazing in PvE because there's no iframe, or this less iframe, and once your squishy units do a lot of damage on it, if you have this part on, you don't really need to worry about it dying, because it just stores so much damage to a point where you won't be damaged. So, but yeah, I think that's everything, right? I think that might be everything. Is there anything I'm talking about? And again, if I miss your questions, please ask in our Discord. Just tag me in our Discord and ask me. So, anything else? I don't think I did a video on Himiko yet. The Himiko thing, but I did do it before. So, like, because, and I also have a guide on it. So if you guys want to see that, it's in my channel, or you can just switch it up as well. Anything else? What is the latest Ian units? Oh, okay. So one thing I need to like clarify, right? So I don't know if active core can benefit Shin Dragons that Tress's heal. I mainly put this on just for the the heal, just for the HP and the heal, and any of your teammate that healing you, or the HP drop below 30% and the heals and stuff. So but yeah, I don't know if the active heal will work on the second chest. If it does, then perfect. Is there anything else? I think that's about it. I get so tired due to the animation stuff, or due to the technical difficulties. Anything else? I did have a comment saying that all of his moves are based on that based on an old Shingetter or are based on an old game that the old Shingetter game, or like an old old game that features Shingetter. So that's very interesting. But I really just hope that at least the move to be original, right, or have their own the individual movesets or start off and stuff like that. So that was one. Which melee units is the best? Doesn't affect passive. Heal increase part and passive doesn't affect it. Okay, yeah. Then it shouldn't. Yeah, then Actor wouldn't be a really good one on it. But if you're using, but depending on what you have, right? But depending on the pilot that you have. For example, if you're using let's say, if you're using Leoma the with the heal, yeah, the Leoma with the heal, or if you have some other stealth heal effects, then that should benefit. So yes, almost forgot. Which melee range unit is the best? It's really hard to say because a lot of things counter each other. So like if you really want to say who the best meta unit, it's usually the latest unit. But yeah, honestly, yeah. If for Ian right now, it's probably Himiko. If you're saying no, Crusading is the best, right? The Himiko is the most. It's just high damage. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, honestly, yeah. If you're talking about Ian, it might just be Shingetter the Dragon, because again, that is the latest. So yeah, Shingetter the Dragon might just be the best. And following that should be Himiko or Mazinkaiser. And then I don't know, Shingetter. Hold on. What does Ian have right now? Honestly, yeah. Yeah. Just Himiko. Himiko, Shingetter Dragon, Mazinkaiser Saga. And that's about it. I think. And Shingetter Robo as well. That's not bad. Is Shingetter Dragon 6-star better than heal? Not in terms of damage, no. And even as 7-star, it shouldn't do as much damage as with heal. So yeah, so it's so heal is still better in damage in that aspect, but tankiness it's like the opposite. Like heal is extremely squishy, while Shingetter Dragon is extremely tanky. So yeah, that's my conclusions, I guess. Anything else? Oh, I didn't talk about the free-to-play ones, right? The Black Getter and Shingetter Saga. I still have a guide like under it, but I'm just gonna talk about it real quick. So you can get all of them for free, like pretty much from the event. Shingetter Robo, really good. Basically like a weaker version of Shingetter. If you like, highly suggest you get all of them because it's really, really powerful. It can pretty much beat, or that's pretty much as strong as Basago Awake, or yeah, like Basago Awaken 1. So definitely must get. Good tank, good control, and okay damage. So yeah, really good. So wait, where's Shingetter Robot Saga? No, not this one. Yeah, this one. Yeah, definitely. I highly suggest you getting it. It's not too bad. And after that, Black Getter. Yeah, Black Getter is arguably stronger, but I personally like Shingetter better. The few of the features thing for Black Getter is you have a really good self heal, and also you have 2 counters, which makes just makes it more PvP viable. So yeah, and of course, I don't think anyone of them is grab, so that's also really good too. And the what's it called? And the other ult and exo it have are also pretty powerful. So overall, Black Getter, pretty good too. So must get, yeah, both Black Getter, or yeah, both Black Getter and Getter Robo is a must get. Oh no, Nico, no. Black Getter and yeah, Black Getter and Getter Robo. Both units are a must get for both PvP and PvE. As they are good in both. But the collab for oh, actually, Boss Robot is also a really good one. Yeah, Boss Robot is also a really good one. But I do suggest you get the Getter one first, and then what's it called? And then she get a dragon. So yeah, Boss Robot, not too bad. Also not a bad team, or also not a bad unit. So if you haven't, so please, yeah, definitely. After you finish farming Black Getter and Getter Robo, just try to get Boss Robot. But the other one, the other free one that you will get is you will get Ashuma Mazinger. Honestly, for me, it's a weaker version of the Mazinger Z. I mean, for free to play, it does okay damage. You have a lot of weapons. Oh, never mind, not many, but they just shoot stuff. You know, they just shoot stuff. Better than a lot of other SSS that in the game. So, looking at you, freaking Tekkaman Rapier. So honestly, if you want to go for free to play, I feel like the best team will be Black Getter, Getter Robo, Black Getter Retrofit, Getter Robo Retrofit, Boss Robo Retrofit, and like a 4-star Shin Getter. That would be a really, really good free to play team, I think. So, oh, and let's talk about the collab real quick. I don't have the collab event unlocked, but I have asked people about it. So you definitely want to farm the final levels of the stage, the one on the Shin Getter one, and just go to event store and exchange the part that you need, because these are dropped by the last stages. So you don't need to specifically farm a certain stage. You just go in the last stage or the last few stages, get these resources and just exchange them for the exchange them for the resources needed for your trophy or for or for anything else. So. Oh my god, I'm gonna be sleepy. I don't feel like I'm missing things. What can Getter Robo do in PvP? Is that even viable? If you want to bring it to top level, it's definitely not viable. But if you're a free to play, or if you are a new player, it will help a lot. And probably better than all units so far, except for like, I don't know, King Arthur, Kaitu, or the Giga Giant, or Mazing, or Saga Awaken. One of the reasons why it's so good is because, first of all, iframe spam, pretty good. Well, yeah, that pretty good iframe spams does moderate damage, and when he's doing the iframe spam, it could potentially lock the enemy at place. So so your enemy just couldn't do things for like a good 3 seconds while taking damage until that was put down by Getter Robo. So and it also have a counter, which is really good. What the counter's not really good, I think, but it does have a counter. And yeah, long iframe, similar, and the transformation attack is similar to the Shin Getters. So yeah, overall, just pretty awesome. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. It probably won't do DPS in PvE, but it can be a tank for PvE. So PvP is just what's it called? Yeah, the PvP is just same thing with Shin Getter. The iframe spam and try to exhaust the enemy. Becker needs more buff. Becker can go toe to toe with Mazinkaiser though. It's in 1v1, if it's 1v1, then it might be a bit like in Black Hitter's favor, because Black Hitter is really, really strong. Especially with his 2 counters. It's literally built for 1v1s, I feel like. So Mazinkaiser is also pretty good in 1v1, however, its weakness is not multi-hits. So if you're fighting with a unit with multi-hits, let's say, Shin, right? And they're doing 1v1, both are spamming each other with what's called, with like the iframes. But the thing is, Shin can catch Mazinkaiser off iframe much easier compared to compared to Mazinkaiser to want to catch Shin Getter's iframe openings. So that's kind of like the probability, I guess. Yeah. So still survival until platinum. Master, yeah. That should be a good depiction. Yeah, should be good in platinum, but the master start to fall off. So, but back gonna need retrophy. Yeah, that's true. Back under would need the retrophy, but I would say get a robot also need a retrophy. I don't think I don't think it'll be as good without retrophy. So. Yeah. About Leoma, how to keep his SP? How to keep? Hold on. If you're still here, no, yeah, you're still here. About Leoma, how can keep his SP go down from after he uses SL? It's so frustrating when you cannot go up. It's not a bug because it actually just frustrating. What you do is you use Himiko, because Leoma's AS, right? Leoma's AS actually count as a debuff. So, or when he's going down, it actually counts as a debuff, I think. Or I think that this is the reason why. And because it's a debuff, it can be cleansed of that debuff. Therefore, if you use Himiko, right? Where's Himiko? Yeah, if you use Himiko, right? Every 3 seconds, nullify all status condition received and deal 180% damage to with minute attack for 1 second. That 3-second nullify all status effect will also nullify the going down effects, keeping Leoma at 100% that all the time. So pretty awesome. So basically anything that can cling debuffs can keep it up. So for example, right, if I want to go Leoma, let's see, Leoma. Let's go. I'm gonna say, yeah. Oh no, never mind. Not this one. Yeah, this one. Many attacks have 80% chance to cleanse negative effect on on self and targets is their targets is buff effect. Hold on. But I want to test it, right? Yeah, I want to test it real quick. So every action, right? So let's see. Gonna use sleep well, but I think yeah. So let's see. So I'm gonna use AS, right? And then yeah, it doesn't seem to go down whenever it uses its actions. Yeah, and even go all the way to the top where where we can actually use SP. Yeah. See that he uses he uses action immediately goes all the way back up. So yeah, see, just like constantly trying to go up. Have to use action because melee attack have 80% chance to remove debuffs. So good night, good night, good night, EXE, good night. What are you recommend? What are your recommended units and pilots for 12 Origin Abyss? Currently struggling with that. I will have to do either a live stream or video on each one. But recently I don't have too much time. Like my final is over, but I have one more in Friday. But stay tuned. I'm gonna do a video on each of them one day. I couldn't promise soon, but definitely one day. And probably gonna do it in the next live stream on probably gonna do it on the next live stream or sometime later. Just like a general idea on how you should build it, or just a little guide on how to build it. So just stay tuned on that, cause there's a bit too much more. Cause I personally haven't been doing a lot of that as well. So just stay tuned. I'm using Hera's SP not going up anymore after he uses his AS. SP not going up anymore after you use AS. So if you're using Hera, right? Let's see. I don't know what else cleanses, but I know there's some unit that cleanses, so I'm just gonna give you the words that might help you out with it. So if we go to pilots, right? Yeah, if you go to pilots, if you go to pilots, let's go to Violet, right? Here you go. Colliding with another unit, oh, never mind. Not this one. I was thinking about something else. Shin, actually, yeah. There you go, balance. Balance. While alive, provide aura granting knockback to enemy. And when class self-cleanse. Again, this word, self-cleanse. Self-cleanse debuffs for 1 second, interval 3 seconds. This is what can cancel its or this might be what can cancel the Leoma's thing from going down. So this is the word that you want to hear. Cleanse or self-cleanse. Yeah. Cleanse or self-cleanse or remove debuff. So that word, keep that in mind. And also release 3 purify. I think purify might work too, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, so that should work. What else? But yeah, but thing is that move isn't wait, what is it? When Leoma use AS, HE won't fail and considered won't fail since it's considered above. Oh, is it right? That's so cool. Interesting. I didn't even know that. That's so cool. Holy crap. Oh, that's right, because Jimo. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, thank you, Kiwi. Oh, yeah, I didn't even know that. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Awesome. So, and we go here, right? Purify. There you go. Yeah, remove cells, debuff, and enemies buff. Yeah, just see these kind of words. If you can see these kind of words, self debuff and stuff like that. Yeah, anything cleaning that should be able to keep, or some of them might be able to keep Leoma at full HP for most of the time. So yeah, that should help. But I don't know who can do that out of the autopilot, and especially who can do that as a co-pilot for Leoma. I know people can do that like easily with some pilot, but I just don't know which one they can do it yet. Fair Trade can probably do that as well, because swap the debuff and for enemies buff. That can probably do that as well. That might be pretty dirty though. But it doesn't require you to touch the enemy, so it might be a bit hard on that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure bad. Yeah, so just watch out on that. Yeah, so if I just watch out on those kind of words. If you see those kind of words, test it, and see if you can and see if it goes down or not. So yeah, so that should work. And I think someone will talk about future pilots, right? Parson pilot or pet. No, yeah, but yeah, I'm just gonna talk about the future pilots. Yeah, or because there's only like 2 right now. The future pilots. What the hell? Oh, yeah, we have most of them. What does she do? nothing too interesting, I think. Well, every time you use an evasive action, that increase that increase defense by 35% and heal 5% That's pretty cool if you have a lot of evasive actions, I guess. And also, yeah, but evasive action does require to be hit, so it might be a bit, yeah. Or to be getting hit, I guess. And every 6 seconds, give fake information to random enemies and make their attack 60% not be able to hit. And fair trade as well, assisting with wait, what? I guess it's pretty cool, but I don't know. Nothing too special that I've seen except for the evasive one, which is pretty good to see a skill that benefits, the evasive action. So, this is one that's pretty meta, and that people actually use it alongside with the Wicked pilots. She's a really amazing co-pilot, and also just amazing pilot down on its own. So, yeah, increases weight, immune to blow up or knock up, dizziness, and uncontrollable. And normal type attack increased by 50%. Pretty amazing, yeah. And also, decrease final defense by final damage taken reduced by 56% and reduced 1% per second. Pretty amazing at the match start. And at 1/3 HP, regenerate 40%, and also all stat increased by 40% for the whole battle. Pretty huge stats increase and pretty huge heal as well. So no wonder that she's used with the working pilots. So not bad. Yeah, buff and debuff is keeping SC from going up. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, so based on Kiwi's comment, the thing going up is kind of a buff. So that means you want to keep the buff and remove the debuff. So yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Kiwi. Thank you. And Fendingling, I don't think there is anything that is too. Never mind. It's actually pretty interesting though. When your HP or when my max HP is over 8,000, you can use Chi to reduce damage and damage received is decreased by 80 points, and the minimum is at 40 points. So, and then get 500 or get 50% the SP that is set to the battle can be stacked, and also increases final attack by 20%. Okay, that's a bit, yeah, just a pure, that's just a pure 20% final damage increase. Sure, why not? And also, when you're piloting the mecha, whenever you use dodge or when we use the evasive action, reduces self action, all self ability actions. Pretty cool. Yeah, so if you dodges, you will increase your ability. Yeah, this one's pretty unique. Yeah, and the attack just shoots out a little chi bomb. Not bad. But yeah, pretty awesome. So that should be everything. Yeah, that should be everything, I think. Have I not talked about anything else? Have I not? Or anything or any question that you guys have? How are we still here? 6 people. Alright, well, I think this is a good time to end this stream. Just know if I missed any questions, just tag me in our Discord, and I'll answer them right away. And I'll answer them as long as I'm not asleep. So, but thank you so much, yeah, so much for watching, and sorry for the technical difficulties. I don't even know if I will make a content for this one because there's just so much like a part where it's just nothing. So, but yeah, so definitely thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. I'll just stay a little bit just in case if anyone have any more questions. while I just prepare to end the stream. 27 likes. Thank you guys so much, man. Wow. Alright, no more questions. And again, if you want to ask something and I didn't answer in time, just know, I was, how do you say? Just so that, just so that, I'll always be in the Discord. And you can also comment down below to ask me any questions. So. Alright, seems like there's no more questions, so, see you guys next time. Goodbye! Oh, come on, my computer's lagging.